Good morning, everybody. Well, looks like the gang's all here this morning. How are you? Did you have a nice week? I see Ninja Mama's joined us early this morning, just on time. How you doing? You got news for me? Has anything changed? Good morning, Triva. I'm going to read for Triva first this morning, you guys, because she's got her boy who's a grown man, but we mamas still call our grown men boys. Her fellas had a couple issues over the weekend, so I've been looking forward to reading for her today. And then we'll get Ninja Mom on. I believe Jazz came in right after. Excellent. And anybody else I don't see, feel welcome to pop up a hello, good morning in the chat, and we can get you on the reading list this morning. I'm here till noon today, reading TikTok. How's my sound, you guys? It's good? All right, Triva, darling. How you doing this morning, honey? Do you want to come on live or do you want to stay in the chat? Up to you. I'll give you the... Where is it? Turn it on. No, that's not what I want. I want to turn this on. There you go. And there's the number, you guys. So, all righty, we're gonna bring you on live here. Give me a second. Invite guest, copy. There we go. Voila. And I put it in the chat for you. Paste. Voila. And send. Hello. I need a new mouse. This thing has got loose contacts and it doesn't click when I click. So I gotta be heavier on the click. All right. So we're just waiting for Triva to come in. Christine, I'll get you on the list right after Jazz. You're gonna hang around. Oh, you're gonna stay. Oh, Ninja Mama's gonna stay in chat when it's her turn. Amanda's waiting on deck as well. Good to see you. Good morning. All righty. Hi. All right, and here comes Triva. Good morning, honey.
Hello.
How you feeling? You look exhausted.
I am exhausted completely.
Any good news?
About what?
About your son?
Oh, he had to go back yesterday to Juravinsky.
Yeah.
They figure the stent moved.
Oh, that's
which
not helpful.
caused but the pain he had.
Well, let's see what kind of energies we got flowing around him before I read for you. I want you to picture him. Close your eyes. Picture him in his perfection. The first moment you laid eyes on him, and how perfect and wonderful. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
I can feel that. You feel that. That's good. All right. So this is for those of you guys watch, and Triva's well practiced at this, and practice we call it because it doesn't stick. It isn't a one and done. You got to keep doing this over and over again. You picture your target in their perfection, and you can bring their spirit right into the room with us. It's called alignment. You get into alignment with it. You are one with something, and your energy. Quantum physics can explain it one day. I cannot. But you can directly connect with the energy of that other being, right?
So you can feel my energy.
I can.
I figured.
I can. Dude. Oh, good. He's almost out of the woods. Look at this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Almost out of the woods. That's a 4 of Wands. That's great. Oh, King of Cups. Have you taught him? Has he learned? Has he figured out how to do this alignment thing? Because I tell you, as an autistic person, this is the most valuable thing I ever learned to do for myself.
Tried to, but he doesn't quite believe or understand.
He's what? How old is he? He's pushing 40, yeah?
Well, no, he's 33.
No, okay. He's younger than I thought. Even so, we spent 33 years practicing being a meat suit, ego-based human, and he has no choice. So the magic works, even if you're not in alignment with it, because you can't help but occasionally be in alignment with yourself, right? You understand that bit?
Yeah.
right? This is the most natural thing in the whole world. What's unnatural is the ego inception that our little pointy heads create that keep us from being one with ourselves. And you'll notice historically, every time he wants something, he needs something, it's the best thing for him himself, that magic kicks in. You get that?
Yeah.
Self-motivation is the most powerful weapon we as individuals have, huh?
Yeah.
When we want something, we have way more power, way more ability to affect the outcome of what we want, what we desire based on where we are. So that's fun for him. I got sunshine and roses coming up here, sweetheart. Look at
Awesome.
and then the world. This is gonna once that this. I don't know what they're doing, if they're actually gonna do something. The Four of Wands says whatever they've got to do, they are either in the process of doing or just finished doing. And once that and we're talking about a stint, and we're talking about blood flow. So once that starts working properly again, he's going to be a happy camper, and he's back, and he's going to stay focused on what he wants, and what he wants here is good health. He's got to maintain that good health. Doesn't he look bright and shiny?
We have been talking about diet, exercise, and all that.
He's got to commit himself to it. He's got to do
That's
it
right.
because
I can't push
he
him.
wants to live, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be the kicker for him, Mom. I think that he's going to walk out of there on two new, just like when you started working to me and it clicked. The alignment thing clicked, and you went, "Oh, I want that. I want that all day, every day." Remember that feeling?
Yeah.
He's going to click something like that coming out of this incident for himself.
Do you know what I was thinking in the middle of the night? Like, this is really crazy. But
Mm.
I was thinking about you. Your ears should have been ringing. And you kept, it's like we're missing a piece.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And I think I know that missing piece.
Yeah.
So,
but we hide it from, we're
what?
not missing it. We're hiding it from ourselves.
I am.
Yes.
Because I've been sworn
Get your head on board.
I've been sworn to basically shut up or put up.
Yep.
But yesterday when he messaged his father to show him the picture of whatever. And obviously, there's some whatever there. Why can't you tell your mother to get off her lazy and all the names under the sun to me? And he told me that. And I'm like, you know what? I want his number. I want his number. I'm shutting this down right now. I'm divorced. He doesn't own a part of me. He has nothing to do with me. Leave me the hell alone now.
Right.
And I need to shut that down because we can't even be in the same room.
Yeah.
Because he chooses to get angry or pissed off or wait a minute. I'm the one who had to work 2 jobs because your ass kept getting fired for having such an angry temper, and yet you're still trying to control my life.
Yeah. So here's the beauty of, so we're going to do a quick exercise, and everybody watching this will grasp this in their own alignment practice. When you take a nice deep breath and relax into it. Can you picture a time, this might be tricky. Can you picture a time, a moment when you thought that guy was all that in a bag of chips?
No.
You can't even go there. That's that far removed from it. Okay.
No, because I think I got together because I felt sorry for him. He had so many attempts on his life.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And it was
yeah. Okay. To follow that thread. Follow that thread. Take the deep breath, relax into yourself again, and follow. I want to save him from himself. You feel that energy? Follow that thread. Okay. Now picture him. Picture him as the teeny baby that you need to save from himself. I know it's tricky. Feel your way to the teeny innocent baby before he became the cretin that he is. Follow to that innocent little baby.
That's where I have the heart because I know what he went through.
Yeah. Okay. So follow that thread because that's your love. That's the emotional thread that's going to bring you into alignment with his spirit. It's the only way to get there.
And I think he's autistic.
Oh, likely. There's
he has no eye contact. So definitely.
There's right. So I don't know how the ego inception works. Some of us are super introverts. Some of us are extroverts. Some of us are what they call alloverts. I'm an allivert. Sometimes I want nothing to do with human beings, not even my favorite people.
He's the same way.
Other times I am, I'm the queen princess on stage, like, like you
Yeah.
guys see here, right? It's something that we pull out of ourselves or we don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So in his case, you want to use that that this is my French coming out. You want to use that thread and go back to their perfection and just connect. You connect. And when you get there, and you'll feel it when you connect. Okay. And then you give them nothing but, hey, wake up. You are love. You are perfection. You are everything, and leave them there.
Yeah.
And anytime you ever think of them, drive right back to that thread of perfection for them. And what that does absolutely nothing, as far as reality goes. Ninja Mama says she's an omnivert. I think it's supposed to omnivert or allivert. I don't know. And once you have that thread of perfection for somebody, it gives you back it's what they call grace in the Course in Miracles, and you are able to allow them to be where they are, when they are, why they are, because you only know them in their perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's the practice. So
how do I stop him from me being the center of a meal all the time?
You ignore it.
I try, but I got to get Candace better.
There's do not.
There is no
anymore. See, part of your ego pointy little head thinks, I can't do this. I don't have the ability to do this. I'm alone. I'm lost. I'm scared. I'm broken. Okay. And your task is to remind yourself that all is well. You are not broken. You are a perfect being in a human body.
Yeah.
The body may have issues. Okay. But we have to align with the fact that, I've got going through this thing with my ankle for now going on 2 years. And we've gotten down to, this is just, and the pain I'm experiencing right now is an opening of energetic flow. All right. So there is an aspect to, we don't want to go through the pain caused by energetic flow. So we don't open those floodgates. We don't go back into that experience and erase the negativity that we created, right? We are what we perceive, and what we project from those perceptions. So when we look at somebody who's a perfect being in a human body, and we see them as anything other than perfect, think about this. And this is the craziest words I ever heard. Why are you choosing to see him that way? Right? And at a grace level, and this is where the Course in Miracles is so fascinating, and how it teaches you to look at other people. If you see them in their perfection, you do nothing but you lift yourself up because you're not being dragged down into that physical negativity. And B, you're lifting him up because you're holding space for his perfection. That's grace. The ability to look at somebody who you think is the absolute devil and see them as a love light. That's grace, right? And the trick is to not see what you perceive in that being, but to see who they truly, truly are. And they are us. So what are we so afraid of? It's because they embody everything that we hate about ourselves.
He's a lost little boy.
Yeah. And you don't want to be a lost little girl.
Yeah.
But you are. So you embrace the lost little girl and help her find herself, right? That's the alignment exercise. And you've been doing really, really well at that, right? It's like, pat yourself on the back for the ability to find that. The ability to sit in your situation and go, damn, I can't handle this. I need a little bit of help, and to call a doctor and go, I need an extra support. Right now, I can't handle this by myself, and to get enough air into yourself so that you can handle it and step up again, right? That's why we're here. We're here for the experience. because we don't get the human experience on the other side, right? That's kind of why we have ghosts. Ghosts don't want to leave because they know that once they get past that transition point, the emotion ceases, the good stuff ceases. Yes, the bad stuff ceases, but those are optional.
Yeah.
We do not have to experience the negativity. We can acknowledge it and ignore it. Right. And it's a practice. It's not, especially when I am nowhere near seeing Mr. Donald Trump as the Queen of Cups, as the good Queen of Cups. That's the nice, but I bet you his 3-year-old granddaughter thinks he's well, she might not for very, very much longer, but I bet you those little teeny babies get cuddled into grandpa's arms and he's just grandpa, They don't see him the way that we might see him.
No.
Right. And that is super key. Super key. Same for your son, right? Don't see him in his sickness and the issues that he's dealing with. See him in his perfection and hold space for his health, right? I keep saying that 5 of Swords when it comes up. That's like if you focus on the negativity, you're adding to the power of it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do that. You want to acknowledge that it exists because, yeah, it's there. If it wasn't there, you wouldn't have to deal with it. Right? So there it is. There's your experience. Now surf it. Right? You get it? Feel a little better?
Yeah.
Wednesday, you don't know when he's coming out of the hospital?
He's back here again.
Oh, he is out. Oh, well, see? Good news. Focus on that. Great. And how's he
feel? They don't keep you for nothing. He's sleeping still, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him sleep. He's been through Jay's been through a bit of an issue. Man, that must have been scary. Think about being on the inside of him.
Oh, right? I could feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so his inside of his head, he's got all the crazy noises that we don't know how to shut off. All the crazy voices, all of the thoughts and everything else. But he doesn't want to die any more than you or I do.
That's right.
And thank you. If you're watching this, you guys, and you're thinking, I want to die, then you need to get in here and get a tarot reading because this is not the natural state. And I can help you find your natural state. All right. So we read his cards. Now let's read yours. You've gone all sideways on me, honey. Oh, there. Do. Oh, look at that. So 7 of Wands right out of the gate, right? You notice there are 7 wands here at the bottom of the card.
Yeah.
1 has the power, the love light. All the rest are dark and off. This is your focus. This is always your focus. Anytime you take your focus off of this and you drag yourself down into this, you're in the muck. You're in the mess. You allow that this is the reality. Whereas this is the reality, right? It's all about focus. This stuff's still there. It's not going away, right? But can you feel the difference between the darkness and the light?
Yeah, I can.
Then stop choosing the darkness. That's the key. And I know it's real easy to say when you're in a light space. The trick is to remind yourself constantly so that when the dark times happen, and they will, welcome to Earth, when they happen, you know where to turn where the light switch is. Right? All right, 7 of Wands. And then I get so this is the transition card, right? I love this because it's like, ooh, till death do we part. You ain't going anywhere. Shit isn't not going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming, right? Yeah. It's not going to change until you die. Yeah. So what do you do about it? Change your focus, change how you're looking at it. This is a 13. So numerologically, when you look at the death card, it's a 4. Right? Everything reduces to the single digits. 4s are about healing, about recognizing how everything settles in together naturally, comfortably. It's getting past the pain. It's acknowledging what you went through to get here and now where you're going to go. So that's the transformation. Your son is going through that, but you got to go through that too. We never acknowledge for ourselves that when something traumatic, like what happened for you guys on the weekend here, right? You didn't know what was going on. He didn't know what was going on. Doctors didn't know what was going on. Everybody's freaking out. He's about to pop off dead from heart issues. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, they fixed the stent and he's going to be just fine. Okay. You still gotta, all that negative energy flowing through your cells. You've got to get rid of it. You've got to go, all is well. Remind all of your upset, annoyed, angry, hurt cells that this is okay. All is well. Even when it's not, because it is. Right? And that's the quantum energetic level. And the more we can stay in alignment with the all is well in whatever situation we're in, all the better. Right? That's where your power comes from. If you can't get there, you have to train yourself to get there, but you know how to get there. Right? So the trick is to stay there. The next time something comes up and explodes, you want to go, ooh, look at that. Holy crap. All right. I'm not getting involved in that. I don't have to feel that. I don't have to become emotionally vested in the bullshit. Right? Yeah. And why would we want to? Right? Like somebody could say to me, oh, the Houthi rebels have invaded some little village in over there and they've massacred everybody. And I can spend the whole rest of my day, my whole rest of my week focused on something that doesn't affect me. And yes, this is how we motivate ourselves to do and fix the things in the world that we don't like. But if we try and do and fix everything over which we have no control, we're only going to hurt ourselves because it's too big for us, right? It's like making a deal with the devil, right? I'm going to do this unless it kills me, or I'm going to do this or die trying, right? It's you want to commit yourself to that kind of commitment. I'm going to commit myself to a perfect, happy, joyous life in spite of everything that life throws at me. See the difference? That's what we're working on. And it all at a certain point, and you are at that point for sure, it becomes nuance. It becomes, you could let the fact that you've run out of milk and you don't have any money to buy milk aggravate you to the end of the earth. Or you can teach yourself to drink the tea without milk. Do you get it? Yeah. So I'm still having the tea. It's just different. Maybe I put a little more sugar in it or, whatever. But it's tweaking nuances at that point. And this thing creates the negativity out of sheer perception, all based on how we feel in the moment. See that? So the trick is to go, okay, I'm all upset. Why am I upset? Focus on why I'm upset, and then focus on why that upset has no control over it. You weren't the one lying in the bed having the coronary, right? You were going to be here. Even if he went, you were going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? But you were in that bed emotionally. You were in that bed with him. And where he needed you to be, right, was not anywhere near in that bed, but holding space for his perfection because the doctors were working on finding out what was wrong. See the nuance?
Yeah.
It's tricky. It's tricky, but that's why we're here, right? That's the magic. That's the power. And every time you overcome something big like this, as well as you do, pat yourself on the back and go, ooh, yeah. And it'll get easier every single time. You've noticed that, huh? Right. And you, the also know that it is, we're going into mid-February here. You're not outside as often as you were.
I know.
You're not putting your feet into the river like you were. Do you know what I do in the winter when I can't swim in my river every day? I take a hot bath.
I went and stood in the snow the other day.
There you go. I highly recommend dressing for it so that you don't physically injure yourself. But yeah, right. That's the way to get out in there, right? That's why I sit out on my outside deck all summer, right? My spirit guide said to me one day, get outside more, right? Oh, we've made it past, Ninja Mama says we've made it past the 10 of the darkest days, right? Winter's over. Winter, the longest day's done, and we are climbing back into the light. And that's just the nature of the reality. And so, right, it's go into the light. We are moths, attract to the flame, not the darkness.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
You feel so much better than you did when you walked in here.
Yeah.
And watch this. There's another thing. Once you get into, I did this early on when I was getting into really grasping and committing to my alignment. I went through this pointy heads like, see that? You screwed up again, and we got out of alignment. Watch for that. This is a tricksy little bugger that will do everything in its power. It is pre-programmed. I call it the veil of secrecy. We are not supposed to know who we really, really are. Otherwise, it spoils the game. It makes the game too easy if you're always in alignment. You know what I mean? But it doesn't. It makes it a much better game. You know, it's like playing that video game where you know what's going to happen next. So you know what the move is, but your timing has to be perfect. It's like that. It is like that. All righty. We are going to read for Ninja Mama next.
Going sideways.
Yeah.
Trying to figure the phone out. There we go.
Upside down is fun.
Oh, no.
All righty. You have a great day. And send love to your son for me. He's going to be just fine. You be well. Okay. All right. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
All righty. Ninja Mama's going to stay in the chat today. And we'll see how this goes. Wait. You got this, Triva. Jazz says Ninja Mama's in agreement. Oh, Jazz goes indoor swimming in the winter. Yes, Greg doesn't like to swim in a swimming pool. He feels like he feels like he's swimming in other people's urine, and that's not his thing. Ninja Mama, out in the cold. Why are you out in the cold? Look at that. Ooh, but there's a seed, and you've got to put more energy into something. Your shadow card's the Tower. What happened? Did something happen? Tell me quickly. What am I looking at? There's the Two of Coins. So there is two sides of the issue here, and you are seeing the negative side of it rather than the positive side of it. Second, you focus on take the power that you have and choose to feel it. This is the energetic essence of what I was just talking about with Triva, honey. Is you are looking at the situation, you are feeling gross. Seriously, I don't know what is got you feeling like this, but are you still waiting? Is it the waiting that's causing you to feel all bound up like this? What are we looking at? But this is, you're going to feel much better when everything comes together. You're starting a new course. Oh, and you are petrified. You've been looking positive lately. Okay, so what is this? I got the Two of Pentacles. Maybe it's just reassurance. There's a Tower coming up. You need to put more effort into something. This is probably your alignment. You're solid in your alignment. Then there's something. Okay. So it's because it's the Deuce of Pentacles, it's physical. So it's got to do with the situation around you. I'm wondering if hubby is having issues over the situation that are causing him to not feel on the inside with the positivity that you're feeling. Is that the nuance that I'm getting here? That you sort of feel disconnected, like your fear that he's going to end up locked up in that ice cube, right? Doesn't allow, and you can't move forward. Listen to me talking to myself here all of a sudden. Thank you. I hear it. You can't move forward because you're all gelled up, not knowing what's going to happen, right? And the second you put your focus on what is rather than what might happen, and really, really focus on putting your energy where it needs to be, right? Not thinking, oh, I can't do anything. This is hanging over my head like Damocles' sword, right? And you get seeds, right? Like look at, you drop in the chemistry till September. Okay. And that gives you better solidity, more comfort. Yeah, that's where the fall card, right? This is, you've created. So this is going to be, this gives you extra time. Don't drop it. Don't drop it entirely. This gives you an opportunity. There's an opportunity here. You'll notice little guys in the back here. They're collecting. Hopefully this will come in clear for you. The guys in the background. Oh, it takes forever to come in. Look at this. You see that? They're tossing leaves. That's the fall. Here's your opportunity, Ninja Mama, between now and September when the next chemistry class starts up. I want you to take the time, practice the basic concepts that you need to have under here. This is where I am with my quantum physics right now. This stuff is so technical. Put more effort into what you want from that chemistry. Figure out how that stuff is going to fit into your brain and into what you need it for, so that it becomes second. It becomes, you need to go into the darkness, right, before you can see the light. Do you get? And here's the fun part. What is this false idea you're carrying? You're taking continuing course starting at the end of March till September. Oh, there you go. So this so they're using this continuing core math that you didn't get when you were in school as part of the science that they are using now, correct? That's what you're missing. This is why you feel on the outside looking in, as far as the math goes, you don't have that basic core. How did you come up with this? Was this I got this temperance card coming up here. Did one of your teachers, hey, little witchy one, did one of your professors suggest that you take the continuing core class? Oh, continuing care. I'm seeing, I got to expand this. This is way too tiny. I can't read you guys. Continuing care. So when so right. And they're your best supporters. They are your best help here. Were you thinking, had you been thinking that you didn't need the extra class to do this? Or how did that work? Because I'm wondering why this was a tower. All right, Andrea. Witchy one, you're going to stick around today. I'll get you on the reading after Andrea today. Oh, you made it to help. I see. All right. Because you were just tripping over yourself with the chemistry, right? You're going to find that this will open. This gives you freedom. You get the comfort of being, I love this card. People go, yeah, he's a fool. The only difference between a fool and courage is a half a second if you're in a foxhole. All right. Oh, look at this. And then here you are creating everything. Page of Cups. You're the only one stopping you. Eight of Swords. Oh, you are, by the time you get back in there in September, is it going to be the same professor in September? This totally takes all the stress out of it. This is key though, right? Go into that darkness. Don't turn off the light and walk away from it and just leave it. Take that extra time and see how everything plugs in. This is so energetic. This is like, put more effort into it, not less, you know? Oh, and look at this. Look at the freedom. I love this. I don't know if you can see it, but down here, this is, don't jump into the moat, okay? But holy crap, it's a rabbit. You have to get the chickens sometime soon. All right, well, let me know when you leave, witchy one, and we'll see if we can get you on as quickly as possible. All right, Ninja Mama. This is easy. That was a guy. I don't know what it tells you, but focus, and stay in alignment. Your alignment is key. Stress is taken away from the alignment, and you're still right. You have So they call this analysis paralysis. They call this I can't move because I don't know what's going to happen next. This is, I know this feeling. I'm living this feeling, not knowing where the sale of the house, because the sale of the house is falling through. And am I going to get the mortgage? And I've got 2 mortgages possibly going to come out in the next week or 2. And I can't do anything. I can't think my way forward because all I can think about is that. I have to actively make myself focus on right here, right now. Otherwise, I'm so trapped in being afraid to move forward that I'm trapped. You get it? Waiting always. Well, stop waiting. Do your math. Do your math, right? You have a focus. You have a target. You have a place where you are going. I feel bad for people who don't have those things, right? You got everything that you need. Look at this magician jumping out as I'm chatting at you. You have all the tools for perfection, everything. Right. So when in doubt, get into alignment. That's the easiest thing in the whole world that you even need to worry about. Right. All righty. Oh my gosh. Great cards though. The key is to get out of your head, stay out of your head, and enjoy the positivity, right? Look for the positivity. What's going well? Tell me the best thing going on for you right now, right? I'm going to put the link up for Jazz if she's going to come in for her reading. We'll bring her on next. Christine, I got you on my list already, right after Jazz. Then I've got Amanda, Andrea, and then Little Witchy One, if we can get through, you guys. And we got a Jazz on deck here, and we are going. There you go. So I got accepted into the CCA course, right? Pat yourself on the back, right? That's where your focus needs to be. Focus on the light, not the dark. All right, we're gonna bring Jazz in. Love to you. Have a great week. Keep practicing. Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. There. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. I just got some awards yesterday for being caring and being always like telling the bosses how to like calling the bosses when needed, because yesterday we had some deliveries in the store and I told them that they needed to sign in. I'm like, this guy was just dropping off things we need. I needed to know what to do. So then I got 2 awards, my 4th award.
Fantastic, Jazz. And you had no expectation, no inkling whatsoever that this was going to happen, right?
No.
And you've been walking around, you've been focusing on staying in alignment in spite of everything, right?
Yes.
This, in the course of miracles, that's a miracle. Do you get it? You created that, Jazz. You created that. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't even ask for it. You didn't even know it was coming, but you created that. Pat yourself on the back, right? So awesome. 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 That is cool. Christina says, awesome. Way to go. I'm so proud of you. You need, and this is where feel, right? This is own this energy, be this energy. That is the key, right? Because I'm pretty sure that you could focus easily on 100 things that went wrong this week, couldn't you?
The only thing that I was focusing on yesterday was being dizzy. I was dizzy for 2 days straight, and I don't know why I'm getting dizzy. I'm like thinking I haven't been getting dizzy like this since decades ago when I would get like really stressed out, and I'm like, I don't understand if I'm getting stressed out or something or what's going on. And then plus I've been having like bad nightmares at night, and I'm not sure why. I'm not trying to manifest anything bad.
All right. So here's the fun part. The more we get into alignment, the more a pointy little head is going to come back and go remind you why it doesn't want you in alignment. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Your meat suit does not want you in alignment because it believes that when we are whole and complete again, it dies. It's not true. Pointy little head. I call it pointy little head because I got to keep reminding myself over and over again. right? This is an us thing. It's not a me thing. It's not an I. I'm not alone in here. I am complete and whole, and I have the energy, and every ancestor and every child that my offspring will offspring living in energetic completion with me, and you're included in that. You feel that power?
Yes, I feel the power.
That's what it is. And you are that power. This is the practice. This is the alignment practice in a nutshell. Right? So your pointy little head is going to look at it and go, oh my God, I won these awards and everything's going great. My bosses love me. And oh no, something horrible is going to happen next. Right? What is going to make this lovely? And so you create this confusion inside of your own head that causes that anxiety. And you don't even know why you're being anxious.
Exactly.
Right. And so the answer to that, in that particular, that's when I go, okay, now I need to go jump in a lake, right? That's when I go swimming. Although we don't like the swimming pool because there's too many kids in the swimming pool, and we'd rather swim in the river, with the fish, you know.
Yes.
But that's it, right? It's how do you clear your head, right? How do you really get, I go in the river, hug a tree, lay on the grass. I don't know, the sunshine, the outside, the it's you got to actively seek it to create it, and right, and so it's like a pendulum swing, right? Everything is going one way, and then all of a sudden this miracle happens, and you're on top of the world, and your pointy little head is, oh my God, I don't know how to handle this perfection. So it gets all anxious and freaks out to drag you back over here. This is so, right? So when you get up here and everything's going great and fantastic, you want to ground yourself to neutral, right? You don't want to go too far the other way. Right. But you want to so the idea is to get, you don't want to be living up here in the, oh my God, this is so
like
crazy.
where you can
This
ground
is
your
right.
feet on the floor.
Yes. Right. It's not, there's like, think of it as the 2-story house, right? You've got the upper story of the house where everything's wonderful and great and all the light and lovely and nothing horrible ever happens. And then you have the basement, and it's all dark, and there's creepy crawlies, and there's monsters behind the pipes, and you don't want to go down there, right? Or you've got the main floor of the house where it's neutral. It's none of that insanity, and none of that insanity. Is just stability. Do you get it?
Yes.
So now there's a little
grounded.
nuance for you is going forward, is to recognize when you're going too far into the uppers, right? And we know our divergents have a trickier time with that because we swing so fast and so powerfully that we can't catch ourselves, right?
That's why I kept wanting to tell my mom, just take me to the park so I can swing and like go in a release, because I'm like, all I see myself is being on this swing, and I'm like, but the swing's not stopping for some reason. Like, you know how you can stop the swing when you pump out your feet, but my swing is going up so high right now. I'm like, I can't stop it. I need to get grounded.
You got it. Yeah. Do you like swings? I can't
love
do
swings. Swing is my favorite thing.
There you go. You should build one in your backyard, frankly. I would.
That's
But
what I'm thinking.
you should,
maybe during the summer, maybe like a tire swing, or like just some kind of swing.
Yeah. I'm a bouncer, so I like bouncy things more than swingy things.
I also like I also have a trampoline in the backyard, so I also like to bounce.
Yeah, but you can't trampoline in dead winter. It's too cold for you to trampoline. You'll break the trampoline. So yeah, if you had a swing, they make there's you get that like it's shaped like an egg, but it's a swing chair. I keep thinking I want to get a pair of them for my front porch because they look comfy to sit in, and they just hang from the ceiling. right? What about a rocking chair? Do you rock? Does rocking help?
I have a rocking chair downstairs. I just have to use it more.
There you go. Try that. Oh, little witchy one says she wants a hammock. A hammock is that has an old school baby carriage thingy. I have no idea what that means. Little witchy one. A hammock that has an old school baby. Oh, what? So you swing in the carriage, you swing in the hammock and it rocks the baby carriage? I'm not sure what she means by that, but that's the visual I have in my head. But that's it. Yeah. So let's see what the cards got for you. That's the way the alignment works. You guys get into alignment, no matter how great everything is going. You get to choose the emotions. This is cool. What happened with your dad when all this happened?
Oh, as I got alignment, he finally got an interview for a job, and he's like the top third candidate.
Yes.
And he might get a job.
Oh, and it's changed his entire. Do you notice how it picked him right up?
It really did, because this job is paying more than he ever got. It's paying $35 an hour, and it's a federal job.
Oh, excellent. We don't talk about other people's salaries in public.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. This is live. I think I could go back and edit it, but don't worry, nobody can trace you back. This is the feeling of coming in out of the cold is similar to the energy that that I read for Triva's son at the top of the hour, right? This is going to make things a lot easier. Look at your dad. Look at him coming back into his power. This is power. Yeah. So he just that I think too that would have the foggy feeling of overexcitement that you were feeling in your body going, no, nobody has a right to be this happy, probably would have been contributed to by your dad nailing that job interview and getting possibly being the one. This looks like, here's the fun part. He's not out of the woods yet. You know, they haven't offered him the job yet. He's still got to go through a battery of other tests yet. You know this?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a thought. Here's just for the exercise of the alignment is having the thought, dad's, because dad's on top of the world here, right? Your thought needs to be, this is great. But watch this. What happens if it's not him? Does that erase how amazing and wonderful and fantastic he is? Nope, not at all. No. It just means he's got to keep looking, right? These cards suggest what you're not seeing is that he's not out of the woods yet. So part of you has already got him having the job. So you're ahead of yourself. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So what you need to, this is where you grab the happy joy, and you pull it down into reality and you go, this is great. This is an opportunity. This is lovely. If this doesn't work, there'll be another one coming. Feel that?
Yes.
Feel the energy that it's coming. He's going to have it in his hands soon, shortly, right? You have no power. You have no control out of it. So all you can do is acknowledge the situation and choose to hold space for this being the job. You get it?
Just hold space in my heart.
Yep.
Yes.
Right. And recognize that it's still going to be stressful for him for a little while because he doesn't have that job yet. He knows he doesn't have that job yet. Right?
I can see that he told me after he interviewed, he's like, it's just an interview for a job. I don't know if I'll exactly get it. But then I was all up there, be like, you're going to get it.
You're going to get it. You can feel it too. I can feel it too. He can taste it, literally can taste it based on these cards. And he really, really wants it. So our job is to hold light for whatever happens. Even if he doesn't get it, all is well. Feel the difference?
Yes.
Yeah. So we don't want to go too far into the positivity so that no negativity exists. Otherwise, we've gone too far the wrong way. And that's where the fogginess came for you.
Yes.
But here's the beauty of it. this is a challenge. The 10 of Wands coming out here, followed by the 10 of Cups. This is a choice. Okay. So you can choose to recognize that, yeah, when he gets the job, everything's going to be happy, happy family. Or you can eliminate this choice altogether and say, we got a happy, happy family no matter what happens. Feel the nuance difference?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I mean by bringing it down to earth, right? We want to be, and look at this. That's not going anywhere. No matter what happens with your dad and his job, that's not going anywhere. But look at this. It's followed by the 5 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune and then the Deuce of Wands. So he needs to be today, because he doesn't have that job yet. You can pass this on to him and tell him I got this energy. He needs to still be in active job hunting mode.
You mean applying on Indeed? That's what he's been doing.
Keep applying. Pretend like until he has that job offer in his pretty little mitts. He needs to keep behaving as if his job is to find his job.
Okay.
So he should still be looking at this point, because this is not in his hands. All right. This is the energy, right? The world needs to believe, the universe needs to believe that he really, really wants a job, not a specific job, but a job that's going to give his family what he needs, that's going to satisfy him as a being. Feel how the energy goes?
Yes.
And when he's in alignment with that, and he's very in alignment with it, and he's ready to start at this new job, but he doesn't have it yet. You get it?
Yes.
So your task is to hold the energy for him that he's going to find that job and leave it there. You feel that? And he will find it. And it's interesting because these cards suggest that, oh, he's coming out of here. There is, I don't know if it's this job or one very similar, but tell him he should keep looking just in case it's not this one, but there is one coming. Oh, the wind up baby swing. A little witchy one just explained what she meant by the hammock with the baby carriage thingy. Do you know there's what are they, swing-o-matic, or they had the baby swings. They used to, some of them were on a little stand, and some you would hang them like a baby bouncer, except it would swing back and forth, the baby. Anyway, this is almost over. Here's the beauty of it. And then I got the 9 of Wands and then the Hermit coming together. And when you get the 2 9 energies together, you got to focus on where you are. They are over there looking at your dad, like a bug under a microscope. You get it?
Do you mean like he's a small bug, but being like tested?
Yeah, they're comparing him to all the other bugs. Right? His challenge is to stay committed to where he's going. Right now, his commitment should not be to these guys that haven't picked him quite yet, because they're still researching and looking and digging, right? He needs to be focused on where he's still going. Where he's going is finding that job. So if he's stopped right now, waiting for these guys to offer him this job, he's killed his own momentum. So he needs to keep this up until they go, yep, we're giving you the job. If you feel how the universe hears the energy of, I want this job because I'm going to keep looking for this job until I get this job, the universe goes, ooh, he really, really wants this job, and he'll get this job because it's easier. Do you follow?
Yes.
Water flows downhill because it's the easiest way for the water to flow, right? But what a lot of people forget is energetic flow allows that water can flow uphill.
And not have like a tiny avalanche to come and be like stopping everything.
You got it, right? So it's in your dad's case, he's got to maintain whatever momentum got him into this job interview. He's got to maintain that momentum for the sake of the energetic flow. because that job is coming. It's in these cards. It is coming. The question is which job and where. And the 9 of Wands says he's got to keep throwing those arrows out into the universe just in case it's not this one. And that's why the 9 or the 2 9s together here. You get it?
Yes.
Right. But that has nothing to do with you. Your task in this energy is to hold it as if you saw his perfection this week, right? You felt him lift up. You felt that power that you are used to seeing from your dad, right?
Yes.
All right. Never see him any other way. Otherwise, you're wishing negativity upon him.
Imagine him as the brave soldier that he always was.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. The guy who the love and care for his family and going to do everything that it takes to make sure that if you can hold him in this energetic space as you saw him this week, all day, every day, there is an energetic possibility that this man could never die.
We can live forever.
Right? I mean, obviously we all die. The meat suit is finite. We only get a certain amount of time in this space, but that's the energetic flow, right? His perfection, that exists without the meat suit. That exists without Jazz, without your dad, without this human physical existence. That perfection that you saw in your dad this week, that's him and his complete wholeness. Do you get it?
Yes.
So the alignment thing works because when we can project onto others their perfection, their completion, their wholeness, there's no loss, there's no poverty, they're not out in the cold, right? We become control over how we see them. It gives them fewer obstacles to deal with in bringing themselves up. You get it?
Yes.
So that's part of it, right? I was talking earlier. I said, you see negative people there. Your dad's obviously not a negative person, but this is the exact same exercise, right? That you do with people that you don't like, people that aggravate you, people that annoy you, that there's somebody at work that you like, I can't stand that person. Turn them on their ear and turn them into an energetically perfect being, and they will no longer annoy you. They will still be annoying, but you won't be connecting to it emotionally. That's the control that you're looking for.
Yes, that's always the control I'm looking for.
You got it. Look at this. And this is, and again, this card comes up because it's mind your business. It's none of your business what other people think or what's going on for other people, right? This is your power. Just be the queen in the room. You've got everything. Everything is perfect. Everything is lovely. You're the one in charge. You get to choose all day, every day. And if you're not interested in the negativity over there, stick to your knitting, because that negativity is none of your business. And that's the practice. It's imperfect because you've been a meat suit for these 20 couple of years. And he's been doing the meat suit thing a lot longer, right?
Yes.
So good luck. I hope this.
Thank you.
See if I can get a timing for your dad.
Yes.
I'm not good at timing, son. What do we got here? Okay, so 6 of coins. They're going to go through. Here, watch this. I get a feeling they're going to offer him something that he wasn't quite expecting. So maybe the job that he was applying for, they're going to have a different job for him that they want him to do instead of this job, or there's going to be something slightly different. I'm getting a 6 of coins, which means that here's the job, here's the financial. This is the generosity, the completion, the financial, physical coming together, followed by the Fool card. And I got that for you as well as for him. But a decision needs to be made. So it's the same energy. So okay. He's just waiting, but he needs to not be in waiting mode. He needs to be actively still looking for that job until it hits, until he gets the offer and says, yeah, I got the job. We're good to go. He needs to work. He needs to stay focused on I need a job. I'm going to get this job. I'm going to find the job. I'm going to find, because your dad's in a career job. This isn't just an ordinary job. This is based on experience and what he can do and what he wants to do. And so he needs to focus on that. It will fall into his lap. I just can't say when.
Okay.
All right. Somebody out there's got to make a decision. Once that decision's made, he's on board. There you go, darling. Have a great week.
You too also. Have a great week.
And congratulations again.
Thank you.
All righty. We will talk to you next week. There you go. Who we got next up? Christina, are you going to come online or are you going to stay in the chat, my dear? All right. Nettie, I can get you on my list right after Little Witchy One if you want to stick around for a little while. I am here until noon today, you guys. Oops, I didn't hit the enter button. There you go. If you're coming online, Christina, or am I going to read for you in the chat? It's up to you guys. You don't have to even come on camera like Jazz did. You could just come in voice only, or you can. Christina's coming on live. Look at that. All righty. And we're going to bring Christina in. Hey, darling. How are you?
I'm good.
So, any news? Anything changed?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh,
So
wow.
the
Don't
one
tell. Don't
okay.
tell. Let's see what the cards say, because I love being surprised by what has transpired.
Okay.
Ooh, 10 of Swords out of the gate. Hello. And followed by the Temperance card, followed by, oh, look at that. And, whoa, look at this. Okay. I don't know who this is, but we're gonna have a chat about him shortly. 10 of Swords says something ended. So I'm gonna assume based on these energies that you put your foot down, and in spite of trying to put something together, you succeeded in putting it together anyway. Surprise, surprise. There is an essence of a struggle, challenge, battle that you are overcoming, and you're not quite focused on the win-win-win that came out of this, followed by the Ace of Wands. And you came up with an idea. And then I get the King of Swords, not the Queen of Swords, but the King of Swords. So rather than creating a line in the sand, you became a line in the sand. Yeah,
Somewhat. So the one in Florida, she blindsided me.
Yeah.
She blindsided me. She moved her ex in with her.
Oh,
She did. So from going for a whole year talking every day, all day, she went from that to moving her ex in because she said that she needed help with financial and her ex was homeless, and that it's not a couple thing, that she has no feels there, but she has not talked to me. So the whole weekend she didn't talk to me. All of a sudden I got a text from her saying she went and got a pedicure and a manicure. Monday morning at 6:00, because she always called me at 6, she called me yesterday morning and told me she was in the hospital because she was really dizzy. And it's like she tries to get a reaction out of me because she brings up the ex's name. She's like, well, she ended up showing up and she ended up coming, so she took me to the hospital. So I didn't give no reaction to it. And then she was quick to get off the phone because it's none of my business. Like, you moved her in. She's a toxic ex. You moved her in. None of my business. So I'm
right.
like, it is what it is. So I didn't give no reaction to it. So then she immediately got off the phone. Today at 6, I didn't get no phone call. So the other one, so everybody tells me the one in Florida is just Haggy odd. It is what it is. Like, I thought we had a friendship at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I thought we had some kind of bond, and it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So now the other one, the one that's with her husband,
Yeah.
so that ended. Them two, they're no longer together. She is
No
trying
way.
to pull. She is trying to pull every which way possible to be back with me. She's calling me every single day, trying to figure out how to get back to me.
Oh my gosh.
She wanted me to move in with her daughter, and the daughter said, no, I don't want to be involved in it because he's crazy. So She is trying to pull every which way card possible to figure out how to get me back to her.
Okay.
So that is as of right now. Like she calls me, she went out and got her own phone so she can call me at any given time now. So she calls me throughout the day when he's not around and talks to me, but they have ended out. She needs to leave the home. She's trying to figure it out, and she's trying to and I'm blunt with her. I'm blunt. I'm like, well, like your words, your action needs to in line with your words at this point. Like we've done this 3 times now. Been doing this for 7 years with you. Like you got to try somehow. Oh, I promise it's going to be different and all this stuff. So I'm just waiting to see what her next plan of action. And I told her
Nice.
yesterday, she was all upset that her daughter said no. And I was like, well, just because one door closed doesn't mean there's not other options out there. Like,
That's right.
figure it out. I want to be with you, but you got to want to be with me too. So action's got to align.
Excellent. Look at that. Show me. Show
Yep.
me, right? Here's your 3 of cups. And here's the beauty of it. I think 3rd time lucky, 4th time
Yeah.
lucky.
Mhm.
Look at this. There's the judgment card. Maybe he's getting tired of the games too.
Yeah, he is. He wants her out. The kids are
Yeah.
fine there. Her grandkids are fine, but he wants her out of the home.
But what do you care? Look what you get.
Yeah.
Now,
So
is this you with her? I don't know. But this is you in alignment. Do you feel the comfort of that 10 of swords putting something into place for you?
and that's how
Yeah.
I've come to the grasp of like I just pray and I say what's meant for me will be. And I told her on the phone, I was like, if it's meant for us to be together again, we will be together. You got to put it in God's hands, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. Like
That's
plain and
it.
simple.
That's it. That's the detachment. That's how the expression "let go" and "let God" works. I'm an atheist. I believe in the universe, but I certainly don't believe in the God concept. Certainly not the way it's described in books.
I even gave her the option of, I was like, I like talking to my son. They're having another baby. I was like, I could get you in the house. The only thing that, we have to help out with the 2 babies because they're like not even a year apart, basically. And I'm like,
The baby coming.
mhm. So it's like, at this point, and I gave her that option, and I'm like, it's up to you at this point, what you want to do. If you don't want to leave South Carolina, you also have your sisters. I'm telling you, I want to be with you wherever you're at. So like I always figure it out for you. This time it's time for you to stand in your power and you figure it out. I can come get you and bring you here. You just got to say the word. Other than that,
Lovely.
I'm like, if there's new love coming in for me, hey, so be it. It is what it is.
There is nothing but love for you here, which is lovely. Here's the beauty of it. I'm getting the energy. None of these are cups. I'm not seeing any kind of cup energy anywhere in any of these cards. It's all physical. Where am I? I've got swords. I've got wands, which is great. We want wands. Wands is how you actually get to where you're going. Where are the cups? The cups are out. All the cups come out in the shadow cards where you are not. So these emotional cards come out in such a way. Where are they? Not a one, eh? Good heavens. Not a single card. Not a one. Nothing. So what I'm getting is the cups are being diluted by trump cards. So I've got 0 cups except for this 1 3 right at the beginning, which
Is that a good thing?
Well, three of cups is always a good thing. It's the energetic energy of multiple emotions coming together and meeting at a single point. So you had this happen on 3 different levels, right? You got the new baby. Now, is somebody surprised that this baby is coming?
No, like she's young. She's my daughter-in-law and she's young and she doesn't. So the first baby, she didn't really take to her too much. So that's why I'm here helping because she's just like, she's overwhelmed. So now she's got another infant coming and the baby that's here now is like 13 months old and now she's going to have an infant in the house.
Okay. And how does your son
So,
feel? He's got to be freaking out.
Yeah, he's freaking out because he just
Okay.
got a new job and he's not at home anymore, and
That's it.
so he travels and he's worried. But I mean, in all honesty, in all honesty, I will do it, but I also have a life. So if other
Yeah.
plans come into my realm and I'm like, okay, I'm going this way and y'all need to figure it out because I did my 3 kids. I don't need to
Yeah.
stay here.
That's it. That's it. So this is why I'm getting the alignment cards here. So the only emotional thing in here is the 3 different situations of love. And all 3 of them threaten to have you in a couple relationship, which is what you want, right? You don't want the disrupt. You don't want to not know, right? None of us want to not know.
Yeah.
Right? So we can your trick now is to acknowledge the situation, acknowledge the reality of the situation, and plan with the other people how this is going to work, right? So there's the planning of discussing the baby with your son and his wife, right? That's
Yeah.
coming up here in the 3. But so is the coming together of the best friend energy and the partnership energy with this card, right? There is an alignment to this breakdown with
Yeah.
the one in Florida that you're okay with.
I'm okay with it, but I gotta say that one was okay. So the one that's married, that was a different kind of heartbreak, okay? And
Yeah.
so I think that's why I always take her back because it's always the unknown in it. That's the one that I always thought this is the end all be all. Now the one in Florida, that was a soul crush because and I only give myself when I get down and out and I haven't heard from her all day, I give myself like 5 minutes to feel it through and then I'm like, nope, can't be doing this. And I'll pull myself right back out of it because I'm like, no, you made your choice. You made your decision in this. We had a different kind of bond, and if you're doing this, then I see where I lay with you in your life at this point. But
Yeah.
no, no.
This is the detached. So the trick is to be sitting in the detachment,
Yep, I'm learning detachment at this point.
right?
I think I've went through all the stages at this point, and now I'm learning detachment.
Well, here's the warning of the 9 of coins in the detachment practice, because this is your ability to detach yourself from such intense emotional incidences is the trick. The looking at the situation, knowing that you're on the outside looking in, acknowledging that you're on the outside looking in, but without owning or taking on the negative aspect of being on the outside.
But
I don't have, right? So here, Missy in Florida, it's like, oh, well, that's over, that's done, right? In a
but
sense, but
in my heart though, I don't feel like it's 100% done. I
exactly,
don't. I
right,
don't.
exactly. So the
I
trick
and
is,
I came in the other day and I told my son, I said, I said, what would really mess with all of this is the ex-husband, because the ex-husband likes to call me like at least once a year. And I'm like, that would just throw another monkey wrench into it because I just feel like at this point in my life, like all I'm looking for is peace, love, and happiness. And I just want peace, the overthinking to stop. And I'm
yeah,
like, you know, and I don't know, like these other 2, I'm like, come on, like, what is wrong with y'all? Like y'all need to get it together. But I don't feel like the one
yeah.
in Florida it's completely over. I don't. I
Because
don't.
that's the interesting thing about 10s, right? Like 10s are endings, but 10s are also new beginnings, right?
Mhm.
So it may not be over, in which case I say you're absolutely correct in feeling that it's not over because this is a new beginning. But your relationship with this woman has now changed
Yes.
irrevocably, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be different. The 2 3s here are interesting because when you can align yourself with all of these energy, the 3 different energies that you have to align yourself with emotionally, and you can align yourself with them comfortably physically, you get this Lover's card that comes in where you have the comfort. Now you're doing the dance again. Now you're
Mhm.
enjoying yourself. Now you're at the party, right? And
Yep.
this is where we're going. And that is what the alignment is about. And then this is followed by the warning of the 9 of Pentacles. But then I get the devil is in the details, right? Woman is addicted to that King of Pentacles. Absolutely addicted to that money. What she doesn't like is his control, his power.
Well,
His,
this time, this time it's a little different because this time, apparently, he doesn't have the money that he had before. He lost his job. He's doing a side job, and
oh,
he is basically. She had to call the cops like a week ago because
whoa.
he locked the doors and changed the codes. He stole her prescription medication. She
Oh,
had to
geez.
go and get all new of that. He's stealing money from her and from her granddaughter, which
Oh,
her
my.
granddaughter put a camera in the room. And yesterday, as soon as they left, he was going through both of their rooms and he's stealing money off of them. So she's like,
Oh,
this is over. Like, this is not even, like, this has been over.
and this is why I'm getting the King of Swords, right? So this is that line in the sand, right? But you are in the position, unfortunately, of, again, I need to be picked up and dusted off, and you're where I'm going first.
Well, yeah, so she always does this with me,
Yep.
and so
Yep.
I'm in my head going like this. So I told her mom last night. I called her mom and was telling her mom everything, and I said, "This is the way I feel." And she's like, "You feeling that way? I can understand it. You don't want to be hurt again." And I said, "I feel like every single time she gets in a predicament, she calls me to come in
Mhm.
to rescue her."
Yep.
Because she has nobody else. I've always been told that. Like, she always has a backup, but I'll always be number A because
Yep.
A will come in and rescue her ass. And I'm like,
That's right.
I don't know if I can do it this time. I don't know if I can do it. Like, you're saying all the things, but you're not doing nothing.
Yeah. Right. So
And her mom
that's why
says,
the King of Swords. This is the line in the sand. You don't even have to draw. We were getting the Queen of Swords previously, and you had to draw this line in the sand. Well, that line has drawn because I'm getting the King now, not the Queen. Right? She's coming back. She's coming for the comfort. She's coming for the home. She's coming for the love. She's coming for the lack of judgment. The font of support.
yeah,
Right?
she's coming for me to take care of her again. Like my best friend tells me, it's like you're taking care of somebody. It's like you're a home health care aide with her. She was like, "What are you doing?" And she'll always go back to him. And I'm like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, well, this time is different because I'm speaking. I have a voice." I'm like, "No, no, we ain't doing this way."
Yeah. And that's I think that is going to be key to how this is going to move forward, and likely why I got the Ten of Swords, because there's a knowledge, there is an adult taking control of where you have no control previously, right? So instead
Yeah,
of looking at it going, oh, I have no control there, and acknowledging it and letting it go, you're looking at it going, oh, here I have control, and you've taken control, and now I'm not giving it up anymore. This Justice card is fascinating. It's an 8, so 8 is forward movement, which we didn't have before. We were all solid. We were all stagnating.
yeah.
This is, it's coming up. It's not one of the 8 eights, and it's not a page. Where did I get? I got a princess in this. Where was I think it was the page. Oh, it's the Ace of Wands, right? So there is okay. Now what Christina wants is more important than any of the rest of it. Do you feel that?
100%, because I
There you
am too
go.
old to be doing this.
Yeah.
And then, the one read that you gave me, you said that how she used to call me or how she used to talk to me, and like I felt like I was her relationship therapist, and you're like, well, you'll probably be like that for at least like 6 months into it, like if you guys get back together. It was funny because it actually wasn't her energy. That was the other one in Florida. When she was trying to get
Yes.
back to the ex, every single day she was calling me for relationship advice.
Yeah.
And that's where it changed for me, because I'm like, the
Yeah.
time that we spent together meant something to me. It might not have meant that much to you, but it
Yeah.
meant something to me, and you don't hear me at this point.
That's right. Right.
And
So this is where the let go, let God becomes into play, because now you have no control over it. You have no interest in the Florida situation that's taking care of itself.
mhm.
So you have an ability to move forward, which is why I'm getting the Fool card. You've got the situation here where you can rescue her. I'd make her come to me, frankly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can rescue her. I told her, I said, I could have you in this house. I could have you in here today. I mean, and she's going, this is what she keeps saying to me. Well, I can't leave South Carolina
There.
because I want to watch my granddaughter graduate. And I said, I can take you back in May. This doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
No.
sense. And I'm like, okay, when your granddaughter graduates, what's the plan for your granddaughter? Well, I don't know. She's 18. And I'm like, then why are you waiting?
So part of
So I'm putting her on the stand at this
yeah,
point.
you should. And you should. So the beauty of it is part of it is her pointy little head meat suit going, oh, I'm scared, I'm lost, I can't do this. I don't know, I don't know, right? And I always say, though, when you sit there, you have a question in your head and you go, I don't know what to do. The only answer to all of those I don't know questions is get into alignment, because none of it really matters, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't have that, right? But you do. And so your ability to get into that alignment space and drop what you want to do is, here's the nuance of the practice, right? You can't change the situation of girly in Florida. All you can do is hold space for whatever caused her to be an ex of that ex. And now
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm doing. That's the only thing I'm doing. I'm holding space. So when she calls, I'll answer the phone. She knows I told her on the phone, whatever decision you make, I will always love you and I will always respect you and I'm always here.
There you go.
Plain and simple.
Right? Same
But
thing.
the one with her husband, I'm like, I just don't know anymore.
You don't even need me. But here's right. I don't know. Here's the lack of control over those words. So your active thing is to go, well, I don't know. Well, I don't need to know. I'm going to get into alignment and I'm going to hold space to allow whatever's going to come from that. And there's your detachment. Feel that?
Yep, because we're moving. So I'm far away from my best friends, two of my best friends that I've been friends with for many, many years, and they get me out of sticky situations 100-fold. So we're moving. He sold this house and we're moving on the 19th and we'll be closer. We'll be like 40 minutes away.
Oh,
And
nice.
so I've been talking to my two best friends, our sisters. And I'm like, as soon as I get there, you're coming to get me for the weekend. We're going to do something fun. Like, I don't care if we go to the bar. Like, we're doing something fun at this point.
Excellent.
I'm like, no, I'm going to do me at this point.
That's the Fool card. That's the release. That's the forward movement that I'm getting from you for, there's the release, solidity coming into, doesn't really matter what these two do. I'm doing this.
Yeah, because the one in Florida, I don't think it's done wholeheartedly with me and her, because when we talked, a major talk and a lot of feels came out and she apologized to me. She said a lot of stuff. And then I said, I want a relationship. I was like, I don't doubt you, like, because she was saying she wanted a relationship and all that. And she just wants to be happy and all that. And I said, so do I. I said, but there's a lot of working I need to do on myself. Like, I need to get my own banking account. And she stopped me. She said, wait a minute. You have a banking account. She's like, you're on mine. You're on my car insurance and on my phone plan. She's like, I'm not taking you off anything. And I'm like, it stopped me in my tracks for a minute, because I was like, okay. Like, there's a lot of love there. And I'm just holding the space and I'll let her call me. I'm not texting her. I'm not calling her. I'm not bugging her, because I feel like your absence makes a presence.
Yeah, you just expressed an energy of control there, which had me pull this card. This is a 5 of Pentacles, right? As long as you feel like you are on the outside looking in, you are, right? The chaos of solidity is created by one threw you out and the other one is trying to pull you in. And you have the meat suit is going, well, wait a minute. This doesn't feel right. This isn't, does this one want me for me, or because they don't like the situation that they're in? And this one has suddenly put themselves in a situation that they don't like, in spite of the fact that they want to be with me. And this is where you are, right?
Yeah.
This is it. So your trick is to align what you know with where you are, which is what you're in the process of doing. And the trick here is to not get lost in the minutia details of the past emotionally, but to look at all of that with an aligned mind, the way
Just
you're
worry about
looking.
myself.
That's
Worry
right,
about
because
myself at this point.
you're the only one that matters, Christina.
Yeah,
You
just worry
are
about
in,
myself.
yeah, you are the center of you, but with love and grace.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So it is, you can't go, "Ugh." It's if you're closing something and cutting it off with spite, there's a backlash of energy that comes to you because I'm doing this to hurt you, to protect myself, sort of energy.
Yeah, you don't want no
Um,
karma. You don't want no karma attached to it.
that's
Because
right.
I'm a strong believer. If you lay in bed with somebody, you could create a soul tie. And soul ties, if you do that person wrong, now you've got karma attached to that person. You got to pay that shit off.
It's a lovely thing. Whatever you believe as a mate suit is real. You get it? We all create our own universe. So whatever fantasy, myth I've got living inside of my brain that I believe in, it's real
Yeah.
because we are creators. So all of that, you go, well, is it like this? Go, yes, it's like this. Unless you decide inside of yourself, no, I don't believe in that anymore. And here's why I don't believe in it anymore. And you put it to bed at the universal level.
Yeah.
That doesn't. Have I sicked you on A Course in Miracles yet? Have I got you doing this workbook?
No.
All right. So this, you might find this, you might be ready for this. Is you go to acim.org,
Okay.
A Course in Miracles, and
Course in
there's a thing called a workbook, and they have a meditation that you do. You do one meditation every day out of this
See,
workbook.
I do the so I know the manifestation. I do that. Like I can, okay, so if I
This is different.
concentrate on my phone,
Mhm.
like if I concentrate and my phone ring and I'll think of the person I want it to ring, it usually rings, right? I start feeling that
Yep.
anxiety and it'll do that. And
Yeah.
then at nighttime and in the morning time when you're laying in bed, getting ready to drift off to sleep, or you just woke up, you think about what you want in your life and you
Yeah.
can bring it
Theta
to
waves.
fruition.
That's where I don't know why, but the closer you are to REM sleep, it has to do with the brain waves that are firing at that particular physical time. No, now little witchy one, you didn't miss your reading. You're still coming up. For those waiting, I've got Amanda on board. Then I'm reading for Andrea, little witchy one, and then Nettie P. And if anybody else is coming in, wants a reading, they'll have to let me know because I don't have them on my list. The back to Christina, the ability to pick and choose is the key, not only to the acceptance, but to the creation.
Yes.
And if there's any element when we're trying to create, if there's any element to the creation that is out of alignment, then we're going to be tripping over ourselves trying to create that perfection, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
rather than, I like to say, keep your focus on right here, right now, because it's the only thing you have any control over. If you're thinking of what might happen, what could happen, what should happen, you are not right here, right now.
Gotcha.
Right?
You got to live today.
Yes. Yeah. So like you get off the conversation here today and you go, okay, what have I got to do to make my life? You know, I have a to-do list, the length of my arm and then some.
Yes.
And my goal is to stay so far out of my pointy little head that I can focus on what I've got to do right here, right now, in spite of the sword of Damocles that my pointy little head feels is hanging over my head that freezes me in position because I don't know where to go next. I know
Yes.
where to go next. I have a list. And the best step when I am feeling like I don't know where to go next, you don't even have to, it's I don't know, period. Yes, you do. Get into alignment and do
Yes.
the physical. It takes you, 3 seconds at best?
Yes.
And
So every single time I get out of it, like, and I start getting down in the dumps, I'm like, nope, pull yourself back up.
Yeah.
Remember who you are.
You got it. You got it. That's when, it's really dead of winter. I'm not going to go jump in the river, but it is, if I can't shake it, is because I'm not paying enough attention to what needs to be shook off.
Yes.
Right. And that's okay. Right. We come to our alignment senses, if you will, at the right possible moment. So regretting, oh, I wish I'd thought of that before. I wish I'd done that before. That's just pulling us out of alignment as well.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Because so I tried to stay with the no regrets in anything that I do, because I'm a good human being and I try to walk by the faith of God, because I do believe in God, and I try to stay with no regrets in my life. So if for me, I have no regrets in my life of anything I've ever done. And one thing for sure is I stand in every decision I've ever made in my
There you
life,
go.
regardless if people don't like it or not. It's
There you
me,
go.
and I will never change me.
That's powerful. So interestingly, that's likely, because that's such a powerful thing for you, it's likely got to do with your initial ego inception, and that your decision, my decision was, I am going to succeed in spite of everybody getting in my way. And that has
100%.
been my repeating refrain all my life. It's like,
Yep.
I have had to always overcome. So my nuance is, I don't need to there's nothing to overcome. In
Yep.
spite of it feeling like my whole life is a whole mess and everything's up in the air at whatever point it was, the only thing I needed to do was go, all is well.
Yes.
And
I'm
that,
getting a phone call. I gotta go.
there you go. Much
All
love
right.
to you,
Thank you.
darling. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All righty. Amanda, waiting in the wings here. We're going to bring you in. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. You look bright and shiny.
Yeah. It's not Monday.
It's not. Thank you, Little Witchy One. Great read. All right. Nettie P. Oh, I'm sorry we can't read for you this morning, but you have a great day, honey. All right. Let's see what we can do for you. Have you been reading? You've been practicing that?
Mm-hmm.
I get a 5 out of the gate. You're a thund. Oh, 8 of Cups. Did you have a and followed by a 10 of Wands. What the hell is this? Something happened that disrupted, and you are on your way to fixing, healing. What did you drop? What did you go? Oh no, that's not coming with me. Did you drop it yet?
So Thursday night into Friday, I was nauseous all throughout my sleep. Woke up and had to let it go. So I did. And after breakfast, it was off. And then even later on that day, I'm trying to meditate. I'm trying to ground, throw up again.
Yep.
And so it had to come up. And the whole weekend, I've just been zonked out. I've been sore, everything. And I'm I went through an ascension upgrade, whatever it was, left behind, because I've been doing the inner child work, the inner healing, the deep stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, so that's fun. So you discovered a whole bunch of stuff about yourself that you are putting into place and adjusting and all of that. You realize that all of everything that you are working out heals instantly the second you get into alignment. You know this. Right. So now here's the fun part. This is one of the crazy things about, I keep talking about the nuance of this, right? What you are not seeing is that in peeling the onion skin, you're keeping yourself out of alignment.
It's the old, my old way of thinking.
Yes.
The worthiness. I'm not worthy.
But you are.
I know.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So this is, so the alignment, right? So this is your stinky little head is going, oh, no. I got to peel through these onion skins. I got to get rid of all of these negative parts about me so that I will be worthy to deserve the love of the universe, right? Stop it. Drop the rock. Do not have to do this.
Yeah.
Right? It is all you got to do is the alignment, and all of the rest of it takes care of it. And you know this already.
I know.
So why are you?
Because I'm a stubborn Capricorn goat, and she's I'm at least I'm able to recognize the the thoughts that come and say these things to me, like, well, why aren't you doing that? You should be. And I'm like, shut up. Like, you, I'm like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, come on.
Yeah. So rather than do the onion skin peeling, I want you to get in the head there and have the conversation and align these two pieces.
Yeah.
Right? You know what you got to do to get there. And instead, what you're choosing to do is to sit there and go, oh, but I'm on the outside looking in and poor, pitiful me, right? They ain't no poor, pitiful you. So you got to align them.
Yeah.
And what you're not seeing is it's just the alignment. It's just, look, the 2 9s equals the 18. And this is like, and then it's just, so watch the next guy. I haven't even looked at the next card yet. Oh, look at this. And the bitch is who makes the thing. You choose the emotion.
Yeah.
Right? You get to pick and choose. Pearls before swine. What a great expression. What are you giving? Right? What are you giving value to that deserves no value? And that's that negativity, right? You know the way forward. You know what you don't need to bring with you. And instead of just ignoring it, like that was then, this is now, you're choosing to focus on it. And so your pointy little head is doing the exact opposite of what you are planning on doing. And this is where your stagnation thing is. And your spirit is going, how do I shake you out of this? And that's what you're going through. This is where that energy is coming from, is your spirit is going, could you stop listening to the pointy little head? Because it needs to listen to us, not it.
It kicked my ass all weekend.
There you go. Because you chose to allow it to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gave it. This is all about, it's the being disrupted enough to give the power, right? Do you go to church? No. Because you can't trust somebody else with your spiritual power. You get this?
Never. Yeah.
So why are you letting somebody else be trusted with your spiritual power internally?
Yeah.
You get it? This is the crazy nuance. And it's funny because you know this. Like the 8 going into the 9. This is there's an the 10. There's an active choice that you are making to choose the hard. This is difficult. It's not. You're just choosing to feel it being difficult deliberately, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to do the onion skin peeling, you do it from a grace. This is the nuance again. Here's the challenge for you. You want to do this. You want to fix the negativity within you. And no matter how often I say to you, the only thing you need to do is to get into alignment. You still want to, but I want to deal with that. I want to get rid of it. I don't want to, drop the rock. I don't want to carry this baggage with me anymore. So it's okay, fine. What I want you to do is get into alignment and then peel the onion skin. Because when your alignment is pulling the onion skin, you're looking at the situation, you're giving it its grace, you're taking its power away from it, and you're bringing it into the present, right? You want to find the light in whatever you hit on that onion skin. You don't want to be looking at the darkness. You want to look at the lightness. You want to erase the darkness. You want to put the lightness and the darkness into balance, right? And bring the balance into the future. That's the alignment. That's the nuance.
Yeah.
She says, you just went into, it's like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. You don't have to. You don't have to know anything. You just got to be.
Yeah.
Right?
I know it's coming, right? I know it's around the corner, and I know spring, and I've been told this many times. Come spring, there's going to be no looking back.
Right. Well, this is the beauty of it, but you don't have to wait for spring. You can do it right now. Right now.
My dumbass.
Drop the damn rock already. Right? You know this. I don't have to tell you this. You can feel it. And as I say this, right? Feel your energy coming up as I say this to you, and your pointy little head is going, she's right. She's right. Of course she's right.
Yeah.
You need to get into alignment with yourself and have your spirit self be the one in charge, not your pointy-headed, scared little ego inception, right?
Yeah. Yep. The whole I need a job to make money to.
You don't need any of that. You need
No,
to
I
get
don't.
into alignment.
Yeah.
And then the miracles happen, right? You watch Jazz
Yeah.
at the top of the thing. She didn't do any of that in order to win awards or do anything to be shown. She wasn't doing it to be bigger than she is. She was just being herself and being in alignment and trying to focus on being the best that she could in the moment. And the miracles happen. It was the same thing. And especially in this case, right? And the beauty of the exercise, because I've done this exercise, like the domino exercise. Have I told you about the domino exercise yet?
You may have, but I have so much in my brain.
Well, I'll refresh it for you. So
Okay.
the domino exercise, I thought this was really cool. I got this, I think it was Gary Renard that I got it from. He wrote Disappearance of the Universe. And he said that when you get into alignment and you you have to be connected for this to work. And you say, from this moment forward, I reject all preconceived notions that I have ever developed. And I am going to choose everything that I want, what I want to feel, what I want to think, what I want to be. I want to choose it all brand new, all over again. Right.
Mhm.
And so I turn off all my preconceived notions and we're going to start. Well, I call it the domino exercise because when I did this meditation with myself to turn off, I went around for a week and it was like, you know how you line up dominoes and they go tick, 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 tick.
Mhm.
It was like that. A whole week. All I could hear in my head was this click, 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 click of preconceived notions being shut off. And it was like dominoes. And at the beginning, it was like this overwhelming of the dominoes falling. And as it got closer to the end of the week, it was like tick, 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 right?
Mhm.
But I found myself actively more living in the now than I ever had previously, even to the point of going, do I even like certain things? Why am I have got this in my do I even like that? How do I want to feel about that?
Yeah.
Right. And I found there's so much more power in being in the now and choosing everything at the moment. I think that's where you are right now, especially with this exercise that you're going on. This is the night I like to call the night of the dark soul. You're going through the onion skins. There is the point at which the two separate beings within you become one and commit to working together. And that is, I believe, where you are now.
Yeah.
Because I see the struggle of energy the second that I trigger you.
Yeah, I'm like exhausted.
Stop
I'm
it.
tired of fighting.
But
Release, allow.
This doesn't fight. This is.
Yeah.
This fights, right? So it's like, okay, no. Dude, there's no fight. Just be. Just be. Don't even think about it. Just be. Be. And that's the line in the sand with yourself that you need to create. That's where you go from being the Queen of Swords. Look, I know this is what we have to do. This is what we are doing. This is where we are going. And the pointy little head says, okay, I'm along for the ride. But part of that agreement is that you are the ego gets to be in charge of how you look and how other people get to see. So you get up in the morning. One of the things that I like to do, I get up in the morning is go, how do I feel? How do I want to see myself looking back at me? And it's got nothing to do with anybody. It just has to be for you that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you go, yeah, I like the way I look. I like the way I feel. And that's the pointy little head. That's the caressing. That is the supporting. That is the part that it wants. It wants to be on board for that. That's its role here, is to be the physical you in the space. And it needs to be all that, a bag of chips at all times. But for the ego inception, which has it living in this little itty bitty box out of which it cannot go because it's scared and it's angry and it's hurt and it's whatever. And that repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats until we go back through that ego inception, and completely bring that alignment back together as it should be. Right?
Yeah.
Crazy, eh? Andrea's back. Exciting. Crazy. What do we got for you? This is your practice, darling. Right? Focus on the light. Focus on the alignment. This is your challenge that you've created for yourself, and this is the fun part about nines, is they are whole and complete in the essence of, unlike a 10, there's no ending to them. They just go on and on. So the stinky thinking doesn't matter how great you get at alignment, you guys. I really would love to tell you that it's a one and done, but it isn't. This is, you get to practice this all day, every day. And the more, I love this card, the more you get to sit in the chair and look at everything and decide where you're going to put your efforts, right? The more powerful you become.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So
we're the masters of our reality. We're master creators.
Yes. And don't let your pointy little head tell you differently, because that's where we lose it. The second this takes, whoa, hello, where'd you go? I'm all fuzzy now, folks. Okay, come on. There we go. Yeah, that's the trick, right? You want the world to see you the way that you want to see you until you erase the ego inception, and then it's you want the world to see you the way that you see you. See the difference? That's the nuance. That's where you're going. So where you were, what you did, why you did, when you did is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because you're not the same person you were then any more than you were the same person you got up this morning.
Even from this weekend, I feel like a completely different person. Whatever happened, I feel like I'm a different person.
Yeah. And that's continual. That doesn't go away. That keeps, that's eternal. That is, that's what you're here for. Literally. Right? Ah, fun. Cool. It's going to be an interesting week. I always find that on the heels of dark periods like this, as long as we're alignment practicers, when the alignment comes back into play, we're bigger, strong. The roller coaster gets higher every time you succeed. You get
it's an upward spiral.
Yes,
it
they
can
get
look
bigger,
like this, but it's still going up.
Yeah, you get it. You get it. Hang in there.
And I feel it, and I know it, and like you said, I know it. It's just a matter of going through it. And then like today, after I talk with you, I'm going to sit with myself and then look back at how far I've actually come, and then sit with that energy.
Yes,
pat myself on the back.
That's it, because that is key, right? It's when you are in alignment with self, it's, you can be all that in a bag of chips, but if your meat suit is so dark, so pained, so trapped in its ego inception, it can't even see you, then your alignment becomes a fluke. It's lucky. It's not part of you, right? You got to own that, because it is you. All of it is you. All of the greatness, all of the hideousness, all the stinky thinking, that's still you.
Yeah.
But you don't have to choose to align with it. And that's the nuance you're playing with right now.
Yeah.
Your eyes just got glassy.
Yeah, I'm trying not to hold back anymore.
Right?
Letting it out.
Crying is how the spirit cleanses itself.
Yeah.
Right? Crying is good for you. It really, really is.
And I was always holding it in like my whole life. So no more.
Yeah, so drop the rock. This is so great. I love watching. Oh man, I love watching people grow and shine and become bigger and brighter. And especially like folks like you who take that energy and that power that you are creating in yourself and focusing it on the magic that you are capable and bringing it and sharing it with other people.
Yes. Because I love that feeling too.
You're a Christian, so you'll get this, but in the Bible, they talk about where multitudes come in my name, then that power is elevated. This is what that is talking about. This is alignment, and you don't have to be everybody else physically. You just got to be in alignment with everybody spiritually. And it's right in here.
Yeah.
What fun. All right. Andrea is coming up next. She's managed to make it back. God love you, darling.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to see how this week goes for you. Sometimes it takes forever and sometimes it's real quick, but
Yep.
anytime it doesn't feel at least neutral, try to recognize it and bring it back into alignment.
Okay.
All right.
Do.
All right. Love to you. Have
Bye.
a great week.
All right. You too.
All right. Andrea, are you going to come on? You're going to come on live, or do you want me to read for you in the chat? I thought I dropped it. I've dropped the link in the chat. I'll do it again just in case. And you can click on that link and come on live, or I'll read for you in the chat, either or. Andrea's going to read in the chat, you guys. After Andrea, I've got Little Witchy One, and I believe Nettie P left us, unfortunately. But we'll see. What was the sentence? Little Witchy One wanted to know. I reject all preconceived notions of everything, anything, any preconceived notion I have ever created. I reject it, and I will choose anew from this alignment space, right? And here's the thing, you guys, it's not a one and done. If you find that you are falling back into preconceived notions, do the exercise again, right? Your pointy little head is a little trickster, and it will try to keep you out of alignment all day, every day, because that is what the ego inception does. It honestly believes that we are whole and complete and in alignment again. It is because the ego meets it has died. And we don't need to die in order to live our best lives. That's what we came here for. All right. Andrea, how you doing, honey? All right. Oh, look at that. 7 of Wands, followed by 6 of Wands. All right. Followed by 6 of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Out of the gate. Somebody ask you to marry them. Is there a wedding in your immediate future? Let's get that out of the way right out of the gate. What is this? What is this coming together here? Is this your alignment, or is there a wedding in the relatively near future that is causing you issues? What is this? You feel like you're on the outside looking in, and this is more of a battle than you would have ever chosen. Yet here you are. What is the 6? You don't know. So I'm going to go out on a limb. If you don't feel like you are in a battle with putting this, you were sent here for this nugget. Oh, excellent. Little witchy one. That's great. I love it when you get nuggets out of somebody else's reading. That is so cool. You got to leave for an 11 o'clock live. Oh, wow. Well, unfortunately, I'm sorry to see you leave us, little witchy one. But if I can get, well, hopefully if you don't have to leave before we got to go, I can get there. Andrea, this is coming together. This is the 2 parts of you becoming whole, becoming in alignment, committing to the light, committing to the, I'm not doing the darkness anymore. I'm not doing the frustration. I'm not doing the pain, and treat it like a game, because it's going to want to play with you. It is going to do everything in its power to keep you out of alignment. And it can't do that. It is a perception that we create that we are not in alignment, but you can't not be in alignment. You're both in there. Do you get this? Does this make sense to you, Andrea? Oh, thank you, little witchy one. If you don't get to stick around, have a great day, my dear, and hope that live goes really, really well for you. Andrea, this is the simplest thing. I like to say, it's, you wake up in the morning and you go, I am here and I am going to have a great day. And then you create a great day by focusing on the good stuff, right? In spite of the negativity. Is Andrea still here? Andrea, do you know what I'm referring to here? All right, we're waiting on Andrea's response here. I hope we didn't lose you. It was 6s into 9s, right? This is the creation energy, right? Everything, this it's almost in a sense, I'm getting I don't often get karma for the 9 of Wands, but I'm getting karma, right? So it is, you want to pay closer attention to what you're don't worry about what's on the inside and what other people are thinking. What you want to actively put your efforts and your thoughts into is deliberate choosing of what you are going to put out there. Do you see where I'm pushing you here? When you are in alignment, everything that you do, everything that you shoot out, all of the arrows of wants and desires have the ability to come to fruition, right? What you don't have any control over is where they're going to land or how they're going to hit or how they're going to come together. So you've got to stay focused on continually sending out those lines, those arrows of positivity. All right. This makes sense? You got to treat the whole thing as a game. It's a game that you look at, and it's an internal battle. But when it becomes a game, it's something that you want to challenge yourself to succeed at, not something you want to defeat yourself at. Do you see instead of being a battle, it's a challenge, right? And alignment is everything. You get into alignment and you choose which emotion is going to serve you and choose which ones are not. But the key is the alignment. And if you're finding it difficult to get into alignment, then come about it a different way, right? What are you doing, Andrea? What are you doing when you feel like all that, a bag of chips and nothing can knock you off your game? Do you know what you're doing when you are in alignment? That's how you feel. Everything is perfect. Everything is on board. Do you know what you're doing when that happens? And what I want you to do is do way more of that. Focus on that feeling in everything that you do. And then when you're in alignment, look at you, even choosing to remove yourself, you claim it, spirit. God love you, right? Here's the beauty of it. When you are in alignment, when you have that power, you are absolutely committed to that power and going after, in spite of all the insanity that life is going to throw at you, you are going after that bead of light and love and joy, becoming one with it. That's the challenge, right? Make it a game because it's never going to go away. You can never. This is, you end up never in this situation of feeling like you have to leave and have to leave things behind. When you're leaving stuff behind, it's because it's for the better. You cannot, you are effectively choosing not to allow yourself to stagnate in the energy because spring is coming. You know, you've got a garden to plant. You've got kids involved here. You got kids to raise, Andrea. If you are not all that in a bag of chips for yourself, how can you be all that in a bag of chips for anybody else, right? And you've got what you've got and nothing else. So take what you've got and maximize it internally. You feel that? And when you are maximized, then you get to choose where you look at the alignment. The alignment is everything for you, honey. Choose the alignment. Always, always, always choose the alignment. Because the second you stop choosing the alignment, the negativity comes back. There's way more negativity available to you than there is positivity. Why? Because you had that ego inception. And your ego head is trained to go looking for it. So stop looking for it. Tell it to get off the bandwagon and get into alignment. Do you know what the alignment feels like, Andrea? You've been doing this long enough now. You know how it feels. Then demand it from yourself, right? There's going to be days when the challenge is going to get the better of you. And this is how you're going to feel. But your power again lies in recognizing that, okay, I've walked away from that. where am I now? The longer you stay focused on whatever it was that you walked away from, the more you cannot be in the challenge. You have to choose that focus all day, every day. And it's going to knock you off. That's the game. That's the challenge. This is the dance. Look at the twos, the six of cups. Look at this. This is the emotional dance. This is get it back into alignment. Get it back. I get the six because you already know how to do this. I get the two because whatever you're going through right now, your ego suit is still going to say, no, I'm not in alignment. I've had to leave that behind and I'm not happy because I don't know where I'm going. And again, you hear those words, I don't know. You do know. Get into alignment. That's it. That's all. And when you commit to your alignment, look, there's the promise of the abundance. All you got to do is be in alignment and then cultivate. Look at that, followed by the 9 of cups. And not only choosing, and it flows like a river, man, that positive emotion, the negative emotion, the emotion comes regardless of what you do. Choose which you're going to focus on. Your life isn't going to change, Andrea. How you feel about it is what changes. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but you know, there's things over with the expenses. You have to give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Is this what I get from this card? You got to pay your taxes. You got to pay your dues. How you feel about paying those taxes and paying your dues is what makes the difference. Do you get this? Right? And how do you do that? You go inside and you get one with yourself. You do, like the practice that I was just reading for Amanda. And you focus on what you can do with what you've got. If you're missing something, if you're missing an education, if you're missing a key, something to where you want to be, then you choose your focus there, right? The challenge is knowing what you don't know. And what you don't know is irrelevant because all you've got to do is get into alignment. Do you catch this nuance, Andrea? And once you're in alignment, then it becomes very, very easy to pick and choose those emotional things. And when you are going through it, and go through it, you will, then the trick is to not focus on the fact that you're going through it, but focus on the fact that you're going through it. It's out of your control, so you don't have to focus on the negativity, the feeling of the negativity. That's optional, right? The pain is real. The suffering is optional. Do you catch this nuance? You are the one in control. You are the one that creates your existence. You get to choose all day, every day, what you are going to do with the physical and spiritual parameters that are thrown at you on a daily basis, right? And when you are in power, when you are the one in control, then the celebration of where you are going becomes irrelevant, and you get to focus on the journey because it is always the journey that is most important. And the Chariot comes up here because feeling the chaos. What do you have something coming? You got something holding you. You've got a Damocles sword over your head, something over which you have no control, and you don't know what the outcome is gonna come out. You just hoping for it to be over and done with. You have something like that going. Type yes in the chat for me again, Andrea, if that's what your feeling is here. Because whatever that is, you are going to celebrate, because that is going to come together, at least emotionally, because you are choosing to align yourself with the reality of what's going forward, not what went previously, right? And the going forward is the dance, is the getting into alignment. Is this a partner in physical life? Is this a job? Is this, right? I get the Lovers coming up here. And the Lovers is, you know, that the alignment eliminates the chaos of the I don't knows. You already know this, yes? And so the challenge becomes, when you already know this, how do you change things so that you are moving forward instead of stuck in the at the point where you've got to move forward, right? You know you're moving forward. You know that this is an ending. Now the trick is to see it as the beginning. You've got to choose, commit to put more effort and energy into the positivity. And once you are in alignment, then you focus on the hopes and the dreams and what you want and where you're going. And the universe, the energies are just going to flow into you. You'll know exactly what to do, when to do it, because you're in alignment. This makes sense to you, Andrea? And this is, the hope to move forward feeds into the forward movement. Your goal, your task, should you choose, is to accept that whatever this energetic space that you are in, you created it because of everything that went previously. This is where you are. And once you accept that, acknowledge that this is where I am, then you say to yourself, okay, now where am I going? And the point of reference from the alignment becomes, what is next? What now? What do I do? And you feel your way into it, right? And when you find yourself, and you will, in a position of seeing that well, look at this. This is, the healing comes from recognizing that when you recognize that you are in a point of being on the outside looking in, right? And jealous of what you don't have. I've done all this work. I've put all of this effort and energy into it, and I am not seeing the success and the power and the celebration and blah, 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 right? You're stuck in the ego inception. You want to get into, this is where I am. This is, look at, okay, we're on the outside looking in. Is this bad? No, it is what it is. And take the negativity out of it. I don't have what I do not want. Who was that? Sinead O'Connor, I think. I do not want what I have not got. This is a base energy. And between these two cards, the acknowledgement of the reality of your situation and reining yourself in from not trying to get what you don't have or have no ability to get, becomes a comfort and a healing space, the alignment space from which, and once you're in that alignment, look at this. 3 of Pentacles becomes the planning, the plotting, the where. This is draw a map. Create a map. Where do you want to go? Right? Get into alignment. Draw a map. And then practice, 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 practice. And look at that. Then comes the 8 of Pentacles, which is the Knight. Same energy. Exact same energy. Right? And it's going after this. Build it, practice it, build it, put it together. Did I have the 8 of Pentacles? It was just the 9, eh? Right? You are going to create this. You are going to own this. You are... you're going there. This is you. This is, and all you got to do is keep in that practice, right? So many odd cards. No, right? And that's right back to, this is it. Choose where you're going and practice, 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 practice. Same card. Look at that. Exact same energy. Practice, practice, right? This is you going after it with a vengeance. This is you grudging your way through it. I want you to own it. I want you to own the alignment. I want you to own the physical reality of what you are doing in order to create what you want to be in your existence and nobody else. And look at this. The better you practice it, the better it becomes. And again, I get the devil coming out right in your energy. The devil is in the details, honey. And the details are all emotional. God love you. All righty. Little witchy one. Are you you are up next. Are you still with us, honey? You have any questions on that, Andrea? My heavens, what a place to be in. Oh, I get healing coming for you. This is physical, just coming together with yourself. The challenge is choosing your challenges, literally. All right. Little witchy one, are you still here? Are you going to come on board with us? There's the link for you if you're coming online. I like that. I claim it, spirit. Right? Becoming one with the universe, becoming one with yourself, knowing that You are the best you that you can be, and being the best you that you can be is the most powerful energy that you can create in this universe. And we are creators. We get to create that on a daily basis, you guys. All right. I seem to have lost little witchy one. Who do we have waiting for a reading here, you guys? I know Nettie said she was leaving. All righty. So here we are in a situation. Are we going to read for you? I don't know who is sitting watching at this part. If you want to come on, you can come into the live. You can read in the chat, say hello. Otherwise, you know, we're going to end up reading for the political situation again, which is always going to tell you, take your mind off the political situation, because there's nothing you can do about it. And 3 years is such a long, long time, you guys. All right. So we don't have somebody coming in this morning. And this is how it works, right? This is. So I'm going to show you guys how to get into it. Let's see if we can get into alignment. You're watching this. Want to take a nice deep breath, relax into yourself. Take the power and control that you feel in your belly and feel one with it. Maybe you can't feel that. Maybe you don't want to see it. Here's an exercise. You can hold your hands out to the side of your eyes like this, and you let go of the focus on your hands over here, and it separates you physically from the spiritual attachment to self that keeps you from seeing yourself. And when you snap into focus, you'll feel it. Another way to meditate yourself into alignment, you can use food, you can use coffee. Coffee's nice. You get a really good cup of coffee and you take a sip, you hold the coffee in your mouth and you focus on the flavor of the beans and the nuttiness. If there's a nutty flavor, if there's a fruit, if there's any hidden under flavors in the coffee, you can do it like that. Maybe you feel like you're all that in a bag of chips when you're out walking the dog. Take the dog for a walk. Maybe you like to paint, and when you're painting, it feels like the universe is singing. You so enjoy it. Do more of that, right? The focus on the universe becomes the focus on what makes you feel good, makes you feel real, makes you feel here, makes you feel now. Right? That is the energy. Let's see what I can get in these cards for you guys. Good heavens. I'm not often 45 minutes with nobody to read for this morning. So if you're looking for a reading, he woke up with a catheter full of blood again. Ay. Well, that is, chances are, right, because of the cards that we got, Triva, that is likely got to do with his body processing what he has gone through. So some of that would have possibly he's got something else going on beyond the stint. I don't know where the stint was, but that is right. Take the focus off the blood, put the focus on the did he go back? See, did they warn him that was going to happen? The Two of Swords. What you don't see is that the alignment removes the anxiety, the pain, the suffering from the challenges that we're going through, right? When we focus on the good stuff, we focus on the perfection, we focus on the light, we get to choose. We have control over the energies that are going to be allowed into our space. The devil's in the details, always in the details, right? When we focus on the light, the challenge is that, okay, right? Triva's case, he woke up with a catheter full of blood again. That tells us that he's got physical issues. The physical issues have been checked out, taken care of. Focus on this is part of the healing, right? Oh, his kidney stones. So of course, that is that he's going to have to go through that, right? Oh, and renal failure on top of the stint, see, right? So the focus is on the, don't be freaked out over the blood. He's passing these stones. He's got these issues going on, right? He's got to make sure that The challenge is to make sure that this is healing action and not another issue that he needs to be in front of the doctors for. Do you catch this? And this is the same energy, you guys. You look at the situation and go, where's the he? Is this the healing? Or is this, do I need to pay attention to this? Right? Did the doctor warn him that he would have blood in his urine? Extreme. Yeah, well, he's passing kidney stones, right? That's going to be extreme pain anyway. Did they give him something for the pain? What did the doctor say about blood in the catheter? My first thing is, what do you dial 611 and you get medical people on the other phone? I would be picking up 611 and calling and going, the stones are gone, yes, but how long is there going to be blood in the urine is the question you want to be asking. I would call the medical hotline. Is it 611? I haven't called it since my kids were little. And they have trained nurses on the other end of the phone there, and they'll be able to tell you if you want to be, and I say 611 because only up to 3 days. So there you go. Yeah. So he knew there was going to be pain. He knew there was going to be blood. How long is, they said, yeah, well, it might be 2 or 3 days. Okay. If it's 5 days, then I'd be booting it back to the hospital kind of thing, right? So it should pass the time it takes. Is he drinking enough fluid? He should be drinking lots and lots of fresh, clean water. Water, water, water. Lots of it. The body, the kidneys love water. Right. So it's been 5 days already. I'd pick up the phone, call not 911, but 611, the medical hotline. Say, listen, this is what they said. Yeah, he's got to commit to this himself, right? Whatever is inside of himself needs to be absolutely self-motivated. If there is no self-motivation, he's got to find that first. Do you get it? Because the first thing that we autistics lose is the self-motivation, and we have to take it back. Right. And you can't do this for him, Triva. So stop taking it on. You know, this is a grown man. In spite of him being autistic, he is a grown man, and he is perfectly capable of managing his health. Right. And he has to commit to it. He has to bring it. He has to work it. Right. And until death do us part, that is the same challenge that we all get to go through. Right. So that's the commitment, right? If he needs to get any feelings of anxiety that he might be feeling out, he needs to take a deep breath and go, okay, all is well, right? Except that this is what they warned me to happen. But wait, they said 3 days. It's been 5. Pick up the phone and say, they said 3 days. It's been 5. I'm still in massive pain. Should I be concerned? At which point do I go back to the hospital? Right. And they have an educated medical response for him. Same thing as you dealing with your mental health issues, Triva. When you are unsure, you get into alignment and you go to people that help you get sure. So yes, in his case, I would make that phone call, say, this is what they told me. Should I go back? Should I wait another 2 days? What do you think? And when in doubt, if you haven't got it in you to handle it all by yourself, when in doubt, go back, but be in alignment at all times. And that is where the power is going to come from. Does this make sense? Do. Easy peasy. All right. Oh, you're welcome, darling. You are welcome. But that's why we have those hotlines, right? All right. So let's see. World situation. So on the news this morning, I heard that in spite of the sovereignty play and apparently there are going to be new fighter jets coming from the U.S. in spite of all that insanity. And I have a feeling, and you're going to hear all kinds of noise from all kinds of negativity about, oh, how dare Carney do that, blah, blah, blah. And what about sovereignty and all of that? Well, here, watch this. By the time the first one of those fighter jets are even remotely built, Trump is likely going to be dead, but I guarantee you he will no longer be president, so it won't matter. He seems to be the wrench in the works at the moment, you guys. And the more you think that he is going to do all the horrible things that you think that he's going to do, the more you hold space for him to do all these horrible things. So stop it. Drop the rock. Pretend that he is temporary, and trust in Lady Liberty. Trust in the 200 plus years of democracy and legal systems that have put into place, and trust that the lawyers and judges will actually bring this together. And also, all of you Canadians out here worried about the Gordie Howe Bridge, knock it off. He doesn't want you paying attention to the Epstein thing. He has no control there. This isn't a US-Canada bridge. This is a Michigan-Canada bridge, okay? You guys get this? He has no power here. Be gone, Mr. Trump. He has no power here. Michigan and Canada are going to work this out without any kind of interference from Trump. What's he going to do? He's going to send in more ICE agents to control the bridge. He's not going to allow anybody to cross the bridge, so that whoever Matty Maroon's family now owns the Ambassador Bridge. Did you know that's privately owned? It's privately owned. Well, apparently they're ever Trumpers, and they like the money that they get off of that bridge. All right. And that's a lot of tolls going across that bridge on a daily basis. Well, you know, Mr. Trump isn't going to they're going to turn around. Something foolish is going to happen. They're going to go, oh, yeah, well, the United States and Canada now own this bridge equally. We already own the bridge equally. And they'll tell you, oh, well, Canada paid for it. Yeah, Canada paid for it. That was likely part of the deal. And they want you to focus on this so that you will freak out. The more you are in freak out mode, the more control they have to do whatever it is that you think that they won't be able, that you don't want them doing. You know what I mean? So that's the reality of the universe. Watch this. Ooh, what's jumping out here? It's the death card. Everything changes the second the old fart dies, right? The second he is no longer in power, everything goes back to a forward movement space, right? The death creates the healing, the transformation, the change that comes from this card happens with that ending. So you focus on where that transformation will be. That's part of the journey, right? And trust that everybody that's taken care of what needs to be taken care of knows what they're doing. They know how to dot the I's. They know how to cross the T's. And if you get trapped into the woulda, shoulda, couldas, then you are stuck, right? So what else do you want to know? Oh, how about how are the Canadians gonna do? How about, let's see, what's the energy behind Team Canada women's hockey winning the gold again? Domination, King of Cups. They want to win. They really, really want to win. It's challenge on. Oh, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is something, there's they are the only ones holding them back. Here's the fun part. So I heard that Marie-Philippe Poulin got hurt yesterday in the game and was carted off the ice. And she did come back to the bench, but she didn't skate later in the game. So everybody in Canada is, ooh, is she going to come back? Is she going to win? Are they going to be capable? Well, with or without Marie-Philippe, they gotta keep their eye on the puck. They can't be thinking about who's been hurt or who's not on the ice. They gotta keep their focus on that puck. And the more they keep the focus on taking that puck and putting it into the net, the better a chance they've got of winning the gold, with or without the great Ms. Poulin. Lovely cards like that. All right, you know what? Here, Olympics, here's one, Max and Diana. So we've got pairs figure skating who are capable of winning a gold medal, or at least a medal, should they get into the competition. And they've been having issues. Diana's I don't know if she's getting twirlies or what's going on, but she's had 2 major falls since Christmas. One of them in practice going up to the team skate, so much so that they pulled out of the team skate. So I want to know, are they going to skate for the medals, or what's going to happen there? Oh, look at that. Well, they really want that medal. Oh, it looks like, oh, this is cool. It looks like these energies suggest that they are waiting for a blue sky on the part of the doctor. It's out of their control. But if they do, oh my gosh, this is really the challenge, is going to be pulling it together in spite of that head. And as long as they can pull it together, because man, when they skate well together, they skate really, really well, and they got to focus on how well this is, right? 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles comes out of here. The challenge is ending with the energy of the, see, what we don't want, Max and Deanna, if you are seeing this, I send this positive energy to you. Do not focus on the other skaters. Focus on you. Focus on the challenge of doing that skate and really, really enjoying this skate at the Olympics, should you get there. And then it just becomes up to how well the judges judge your skate. Just get into alignment with yourselves and just see if you can relax into it. And remember, feel, go in there to skate like your little kids, doing it because you love it and because this is what you were born to do, and this is where you want to go with your skating. And then if you can do that, you can pull out the medal. But it's a focus, right? Everything's a focus, you guys. Sometimes it's not in the cards, you know. Maybe Deanna's in a position where that knock on the head is so bad that she just can't do. Forget it. She's got to do that triple throw. They got to do what they got to do. If he can't do a triple twist with her in the air, she might end up on the ice again. It becomes they're too focused on where they don't want to be than being focused on where they are, which is perfect beings who skate really, really well together and flow like magic, right? So we create the energetic situation that we are in, no matter what. So there's where it is. So how are the Olympics going to do overall? I don't know. How do we do that? What else are we following? It's pretty much, it's mostly just Deanna and Max looking. Are we going to get any gold medals? See, the beauty of it is until the judges hand down, there has been, I'm 60, dude. I've been watching figure skating since I was a very little girl. And there has been a grand history of vote stacking and judging and cheating and crap in figure skating that I find it very, very difficult to believe that there's going to be honesty and clean judging. But, you know, there's always the hope, right? When we bring human meat suits into the mix, we bring ego inceptions into the mix, and those ego inceptions work over what it is that they are working over. And there you go. And that's it. Ooh, wow, that's a nice disruption. I just threw all my cards all over the floor. So bear with me. I'll be back in a moment. So many cards. Right? Looking for. Ooh. As we go through life looking for perfection, if we feel that we already have it, then we have a much simpler time creating it. Karma is the go-around be-all, end-all of our existence. So we get up in the morning, we create positive energy all day that goes somewhere. It does something. It literally does, you guys. There is There is no reason for us not to create our best lives on a momentary basis. And the only reason that we don't is because we had that ego inception as toddlers. You know, somewhere between popping out of the birth chute and 7 years old, you either learn perfect pitch or you don't. And you either learn alignment or you don't. And the ego inception, I'm watching a squirrel climbing up into the tree with something. I don't even know what he's got in his paws, but there he goes. Big fat squirrels. All right. Spring is coming, you guys. What do you want to know about the world? What do you want to know about where we are and what we're doing? Let's see. Let me see. You know, I keep hearing people keep knocking the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney. This man knows way more about money and finances than everybody else on the planet. You get this? This guy really, really knows what he's doing financially. And the second that we decide that what he is doing is against Canada or is designed to screw Canada over, then we are creating a bizarre negative energy that doesn't actually exist, right? Watch this. Let me show you how Carney looks in my cards. Ooh, he's a Page of Swords. This man is going to create truth and legitimacy and pave a path for truth. He's going to put an end to something, an end to, oh, this is nice. This is, and the nightmare that we create is it is what it is. You can focus on the nightmare that's surrounding us, or you can let the nightmare be what it is and trust that all of this crap happening as it comes down is going to be over slowly within a specific period of time. All we have to do is we're just waiting for we're just waiting for the fat lady to sing sort of energy, right? You gotta listen to the music. You gotta watch the music. You've got to get into alignment and appreciate that we have no control over all of that, any of that. And we want to bring that energy into us, become one with it, and then hold space for what we really, really want to have happen in the world to have happen, and then focus on what we are doing and where we are going, because that energy is what we are challenged. That's our challenge. That's why we are here. We are challenged to rise above and beyond the energy that we have put into place, that we have created for ourselves, right? And hold space for creating better, right? So it doesn't matter where you are on the sphere of growth and challenge and change. If you are on the bottom, an absolute rock bottom, the only way out of here is up, right? If you can get to neutral, bonus, right? But it's something that you have to create. It's not something that happens instantly. It is something that you gestate and you focus on and create and you bring into existence. And you can't, there are 9 unicorns in the Bible for good reason. Believe in unicorns because you can, right? You create unicorns, there are unicorns. If you create rainbows, there are rainbows. If you create hate, then there is hate, right? We create what we want in the world. And if you want negativity and lack of power and fear and anxiety, you can create all kinds of it on a daily, momentary basis. But why would you want to? Why would you want to create that kind of a world for yourself when you can have pixies and gold mines and rainbows and seeds in your bird feeders? And oh, I love this. The little gnome here, the little elf here is he's washing her feet, right? Rend to those lesser than you comfort and love, grace. This is give them grace, right? This is the parable of the wanton woman coming into Jesus's space, and Jesus says, no, don't. And he washes her feet, right? This lowly beggar woman, and he washes her feet. That's giving somebody grace. Do you get this, you guys? Choose the energy that you're going to go after. Choose to align with the best part of yourself and bring that energy to fruition, because that's you. That's all you've got. There's nobody else but you in this. And once you find the you in this, then it becomes an exercise of practice and commitment and going after that energy, that light that you found, and healing the anxieties and the pains that you want to, that ego inception that creates it so that you're alone in the world, and that you've got to do everything, and that you've got to go through that becomes healing when you know who you are and where you are and when you are and why you are. And when you have your why, you have the ability to go back and look at your past and go, none of that means anything about me. And my challenge is to pick myself up, right? At a spiritual level, pick myself up, dust myself off, and go after what it is that I want to feel and see in the world. You're like a knight in shining armor in your own existence. Be that knight in shining armor. Excuse me. Be the one in control of the emotional power that you want to have in your world, and go where you want to go, right? And that's how your life opens up. That's why the alignment is so freaking key, you guys. It's so much easier to read for you guys. If you want me to read for you, you want to maybe come on in and let us read for you. It would be nice. I have 25 minutes left in the podcast today. You guys, what else can we read for you? Oh, let's see. How's the energy? What's the energy like in the conflict between Russia and the Ukraine, and is that short-lived, and how is that going to what's the energy there, right? And we want to do it from the Ukrainians are the good guys here. You guys, if you're thinking Ukraine is the bad guy, I think that you have bought a bill of goods, unfortunately. But let's do this from the Ukrainian side. And what are we up against? They got to keep shooting it out there. They got to keep doing. They got to stand up. They got to keep doing exactly what they're doing. Look at all this. I love this card. Those little arrows represent, those are the drones. And the more they fly, the better chance they have of hitting their targets. And their target, their goal. Oh, look at this. They've got to get there's an element of they've got to get in alignment with their attackers. They've got support. They've got power. They've got the EU is backing them. The free world is backing them. They've just got to do the dance and get through. This battle is just part of the game, and the Ukraine comes to the table knowing that they are in the right. And look at this. If they just got to stay focused. And the future's coming. Look at this. Ooh, what is this? Is this new weapons? Is this new power, new energy? Something is about to happen. They got to stay focused. Look, stay focused on the light. The light is coming for them, and put in. They've got to not allow the emotional upset to take them off the focus on. They just got to keep putting more into the positive emotional outcome, what they want and where they're going. It's just got to put more effort and into it and create that complete. And then the Four of Wands. Look at that. Is it emotional? Is it spiritual? It's got to come together. There is a point where it ends. It comes together. The beauty of this, I'm not getting the Russia card in here, you guys. So I'm not getting Russia winning out of these cards. It's still a battle. It's still a struggle. It's not over yet. But hearts and minds are going to win this one. All righty. We have 20 minutes left here, you guys. What can I do for you? with the cards today? It'll be an interesting day. Yeah. I don't know. Can I read for myself? Sure. What have I got going on here? I'll read you my cards for me. Show you how the cards read. A lot of readers don't read for themselves. Right out of the gate. This is the Princess of Wands in this deck, Page of Wands. This is the seed of all desire. Everything that you want, everything that you would like to create, everything that you would like to achieve in the world. This is the root base. This is what you need to focus on and put way more effort and energy into being that alignment, being that love. And that, those two together, 1 + 2 is 3. And those 3 together, the 3 being the missing cards, creates the healing for the ego self, who feels like it's on the outside, who feels like it's lost, who feels like it's separated from actual existence. There's some comfort that we find after being in that situation so long. There's great comfort to being separate and in darkness and away from everything, because you got to protect yourself. You've got to exclude yourself from all the pain and anxiety that could be available to you in your life, and a hope for hold space for that, what you want to come to fruition, right? Put an ending to all of the anxiety. Stay out of the past, because the past is where you were and not where you are. You are the one that holds all the cards. You get to choose. You make this contract with yourself to be the one in charge, to be the one that dictates to the world. Are you going to do it from an aligned standpoint, or are you going to do it from a meat suit disconnect? There is an element of commitment. Yes, there's also a commitment to divorce from the previous situation. Do you need to cut off and end things that went before in order to find the healing that is available to you? That is the challenge that you give to yourself. And the more focus and power you put on the journey, and where it will go, you use the journey itself as the lifting energy, the power that's going to bring you to where you are going. And stay out of your head. This is the second that you think that things are going wrong, you begin to create the negativity that causes things to go wrong. You want to focus on what isn't going wrong, right? And when you are in alignment, everything comes together. Even stuff you don't think is going to come. You can find creativity in alignment. You can find the ability to take the yin and take the yang and turn it into the aligned energy that you need in order to be all powerful, in order to enjoy this existence that we are walking through on. And it's not a one and done. It's a practice. Once you get this and you do it once, you got to keep doing it over and over again. And when you get knocked out of the boat, or you get knocked off kilter, to recognize that you are not in control. You are not what happens to you. You are you, and you are the best you that you can possibly be. And it doesn't matter your circumstances, because this too will change, and all is well. And what you want in the world is what you want to put out there. So if you want to be loved, put out more love. If you feel like you are poor, then go help the poor. Create wealth in the universe by bringing that wealth to other people. Do you see what I'm saying? If you put your efforts and energies into the physical negativity, you are asking the world to create more of what you don't want to see. And that is the exact opposite of where these cards want you to go. You getting this? Stay focused on the love. Stay focused on the light. Be the love. Be the light. And if you can't look up, if you can't be happy, just try to find some emotional step above where it is that you actually are. you don't have to go all the way to the top, right? If you're angry, how can you alleviate the anger? You can put whatever's making you angry in its place so that it no longer has control over your emotional state of being, right? This is the control that your alignment has. It is emotional, and therefore your emotion is your power. And the more you focus on the negative power, the more the negative power has power. And we don't want to do that, right? So choose your power. Choose where you're going to go with this. Look at this. This is the choice, right? You can either have the meat suit in anticipation of what it's capable of creating, or you can have it simply be the energy of that creating for you, right? And then choose what you're going to do. 1 + 1 is still 2. And a 2 of Pentacles is once you have all of this power, you are in alignment with where you are and what you've got. Here you are moving forward and going after the healing and the power that you want to be in the world. Does that make sense? This is what the alignment is all about. Guys, the crazy thing about these cards, this doesn't matter how old I get and how many times I pull these cards, they keep telling me exactly the same things over and over again. Get into alignment. Choose how you want to feel about your situation, and then act on how you want to feel, not on how you do feel. Does that make sense? This is the journey. You have a great afternoon too, Ninja Mama. These are such great cards. Ay. Oh, alignment is everything. That's why I do this. The CCA program doesn't do course transfer, so you've got to take all of the courses. Oh, that sucks. All right. Have you now? So you got to take all the courses. Now I want you to go back. I want you to look at all of those courses, and you might not be able to do course transfer. Can you get course credit for life experience on any of those credits? On any of those credits on that program? And that might lessen part of the program. Can you duplicate? They won't do course transfer, but can you use the electives? You have 4 comms courses already. So can you not have you talked to your advisor? Let's see. How can there are 4 communication courses? You end up with 8 communicate. Are they the same courses? Or they're different? She said you had to take them all over again, as if you'd never done them. Ay, Jesus. Oh, well, yeah, here's the fun part. There is, yeah, what a pain in the arse. You got no choice here. You've got to do this. Here's the beauty of it. These courses are going to be a piece of cake because you've already done them. You're going to pass them with flying colors because you've already done them. You get that? This is waste of time, effort, and energy, but this gives you better marks coming out of them. Annoying, but what can you do? You really can't do anything. You can choose to suffer or feel excluded out in the cold and see how far it is away to finishing the courses. And now instead, I love this card, instead of having 1 mountain to climb, look at this. Now you got 2 mountains to climb, right? That's it. Hey, James, good morning. Yeah, I can read for you. Do you want to come on live, James? If you'd like to come on live. We've got about 10 minutes left. I can definitely do this is the link. You're going to redo them for better marks. There you go. That's what you're going to do them for. James, if you want to click on that link right there, I can bring you on live. If you don't want to come on live, I can leave you in the chat and read for you that way. Your decision. Which would you prefer to do? Just click on the link that I just dropped in the chat for you, James, and we'll bring you online. Or we can read for you live in the chat. Which would you prefer? You can't, but we can do chat. All right, we're going to stay in the chat. Then here we go, James. How you doing, man? out of the gate. Oh, you're not doing too good. You are feeling on the outside, and you don't feel like there's spilled milk, totally excluded from anything. James, why are you out of alignment? Have you been? Do you practice alignment? This is holy coly. What are you trying to put together that would give you back your perfection? This is 6. This is, you've been practicing alignment. This is there a wedding? Let me get this out of the way. I got a deuce of cups, 6 of cups. Is there a wedding in your play here? Give me a nope, another no again, if there's no wedding in your immediate future. Not yours, maybe somebody else's. Is there a wedding that is griefing you at all? Give me a no if this is not a wedding. There is no wedding. Good. So this comes down to you trying to put things together in order to be perfect and go forward. And you can't be happy until this is perfect and goes forward. It wasn't about the wedding, hon. It was about making sure that I was on the right emotional focus here and that you weren't disrupted because there's something that you're trying to put together in your existence, in your life, and you feel like you're knocking on the wrong doors. Something happened where you're feeling like, shit, I screwed that up and it's not going forward again. Are you clicking on this energy that I'm picking up on here? And you are allowing yourself to focus on that negativity. You are actively choosing to focus on the negativity of your career, of your purpose, because you're not sure it's coming together for you yet. Except that we already know that the second that you get into alignment, stuff starts moving forward. And you got to align yourself with that forward movement, with where that's pushing. Where is your career pushing you? What does your career tell you? You spokesperson energy, dude. This is you being, dude, I got you. This is you. All that. Look at you on stage exploding, man. This is Bad Bunny energy all day, every day. And I don't know how that energy come together, but holy crowley. And look at this. This is the same energy of looking at you going, how dare you fancy yourself Bad Bunny? You are Kid Rock. And dude, you're not. You're bad. But do you see what you're doing here? You're creating this negative energy. You're so almost there. You've got everything. Dude, 15,000 hours. You want to do the music. You want to do something big. Then do it. What is stopping you? What is keeping you from you don't want to do a little teeny thing, right? Are you playing the music? Are you creating the videos? Are you putting it out there? You gotta just do it. Don't let yourself not do it. Do you see where I'm pushing you here? Right? The more you do it, the bigger becomes smaller. It becomes closer. You are the one telling yourself, that didn't work. I'm doing this wrong. I'm knocking on the wrong doors. These are the wrong people. Shame on me for thinking I might have ought to tried that. That's not working. So what? It didn't work. Knock on another door. Play another song. Try another genre. Maybe try a new instrument. I don't know. Find a partner. There's partners all over the place, right? Find the partner. Find the emotional. Go teach kids how to play music. Go play weddings. See, sometimes you don't feel it. You feel very unconfident and you worry. And that breaks your momentum. Every time you get this momentum going, and then instead of being focused on where you're going, this little teeny thing creeps in and goes, oh, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this, James. You're not good enough. You don't play your instrument well enough. Shame on you. Did you really think wait, that wrong card. This is where we want you. Did you really think that you deserved this? Poor, pitiful me. Is this where you want your focus? Because this is what you're choosing. Knock it off, right? This is you. Have you heard yourself play? You're brilliant. You're wonderful. Play more. Focus on what you are good at, not what you're crappy at. Why are you focusing on the crap? Don't focus on the crap. Focus on this. You feel bad? Go pick up the damn guitar. Teach yourself a new song. Write a song, right? Go play music. Stop, drop the rock. James, this is the key. This is the pathway. This is the challenge. You create what you create, and you cannot become this without putting in all that time. And you've put in so much time. You're so almost there. Look at this. The challenge is to keep going. Keep going. You're there already. The challenge is to, okay, that didn't work. What didn't work? You don't even have to enumerate what didn't work. Try something different. Have you thought of doing, do weddings, do children's parties? Who cares? You're playing music, right? You've got to keep putting it out there, put it out there, put it out there over and over again. Tell the universe, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is where I am and who I am. And look at you. You are the king. You are that. All right. You have a great week. But this is it, man. You got to stick to focus. Here's the Queen of Pentacles right here, right? Focus on your knitting. Practice, 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 right? And demand nothing less of yourself than alignment. If you can't get into alignment, play that song that makes you know that you're a musician and keep playing it until your fingers bleed, because this is you, and you know it, and you want this so bad. Go get it, right? Practice, practice, practice. Here's the other 8, right? Choose. Hey, you can make it hard or you can make it easy. You can practice doing it and just do it, or you can practice doing it thinking, oh, well, this isn't going to work. This isn't coming together. This isn't right. You should feel confident. You are confident. You are brilliant. You are amazing. You are wonderful. And, you know, every Bad Bunny worked really, really hard to become the superstar at the Super Bowl. Okay. And he's giving it back, right? He is putting it out there, and he is just being the Bad Bunny, right? You need to be James Mahoney, not anybody else, right? And when that wheel comes around, and if you're not playing, if you're not there and you're not playing, when that wheel comes around, then you can't grab the golden ring, right? So what do you got to do? You got to play the music. You got to be there. You got to be on board all day, even when you don't want to. You get up in the morning and you go, I don't feel like playing today. Play anyway. Play something, you know. If you need a muse, get yourself a muse. If you need, you know, have you got a cat or a dog? Play music for them. I don't know. But do it. Feel your way through it. How do I want to play my music? Where do I want to play my music? Who do I want to play my music for? And play for them. And if it's just for you, play for you. But play like it's the most important song you've ever played in your whole life. You get it? Because it is. It is. This is what you're here for. You just got to make it happen, because nobody else can make it happen for you. You've got to do it. Be it. You want it. Right now, drink from the silver cup, because there it is. That is your cup. And then I got this celebration coming in, and don't let you fall into, oh, look, he beat me. They beat me. Right. It's none of your business what's going on for them. This is about you. Guys, be selfish about what you want from the universe, because this is your go around, not anybody else's. And if you want to be an astronaut, you want to go to the moon, then shoot for the moon, because if you get halfway, it's further than anybody else has gotten. You know what I mean? Good luck to you. James, hang in there. Come back here next Tuesday. I'll shove you off another cliff of emotional, spiritual, self. And when you succeed in anything, even if it's just feeling good for 5 minutes, dude, pat yourself on the back, because this is what it's all about. You get it? Much love to you. I am out of here for this week, you guys. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. We're back here next Tuesday between 9 and noon Eastern time. And And if you want to see me in between times, you can find me at psychictarot.ca. Links in the links down there. Follow along, like, and if you subscribe, YouTube will tell you when I go live, because one of these days it'll be more than just Tuesdays, and I'll be able to go live a lot more often. This will be a lot more fun. I appreciate it. You guys have a great week, and we will see you back here next Tuesday. Much love to you. Be all that you can be, because nobody else can be. See you later. And we are